All right, peace and love, peace and love. To welcome to Agree to Disagree. I spelled the immigration wrong.
Y'all go ahead and hit the link, man. I ain't even got nothing. I wanted. I'm with this work today. Hit the link. Come on, Zane. I already know you finna come on. You an immigrant.
Oh man. Oh man, my man is spirited. He's spirited today.
Spirited.
How you been, by the way?
Good, man. How about you?
Yesterday the debate got canceled because
I was watching.
we have a impression now because what's going on is that we can't have scholars in our community.
Hey man, it's rough. I agree because Chef did a show last night and he agrees with the guy. And I would agree with him at this extent as far as if he's a professional, right, or he got some sort of job or work or something, and he don't want to have this stuff on the internet like that, then yeah, I kind of get it. But other than that,
let me say this though. There's more to it than that though, because they've been and Chef is a part of this. Chief X and I don't know Smash. I don't listen to Smash at all, so I don't know. Sonetta, when they're talking about the scholars that we bring on, it's very vile and disrespectful. I heard the Asian lady that went on the Egyptologist that went on they call her Ching Long Cheng. They said Kara Cooney looks like she could do whatever to them, and I mean that type of disrespect. How that got back to him is a whole nother issue. But are we our own worst enemy? You say you want scholars, bro. I got 7 interviews this week. Look at this right here. 7 interviews. I might actually need you, by the way, too. Because sometimes it gets kind of monotonous doing all these back-to-back interviews. I have 4 interviews tomorrow. 4 different interviews. So look, I got Dr. Jacob L. Wright. When did the Bible begin? I got the guy, God Barnea, Elephantine, the new research on the Yahwehs, Jesus and Josephus. Interview with Dr. Demoda. I got other guys coming on. Dr. Vince Bantu. I did an interview yesterday about Master Farad Muhammad. A lot of people gonna get their feelings hurt when they hear
listen, bro, man, y'all leave.
I don't know if you know about Master Farad Muhammad and that we have something called Savior's Day, February 26th.
Yeah, I know about Savior's Day, yeah.
You know that's not his actual birthday? I found that out yesterday.
So is the Savior Master Farad Muhammad?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Jesus.
Elijah Muhammad. I thought it was Elijah Muhammad. He is the Jesus of the Bible as he claims, and he's born February 26, 1877.
Oh, I didn't know that. So Savior Day is Farad Muhammad.
Farad Muhammad, the quote unquote white looking man. So Farad Muhammad, and when y'all see this interview, family, it's not about getting people upset, but this is Farad Muhammad, by the way, for those who don't know, Nation Islam guy. And the guy who wrote this book, we interviewed him yesterday. And this is actually Master Farad Muhammad's son who died. So yeah, it's some. Oh man, we talked about this book that the Jehovah's Witness wrote. That Master Farad Muhammad, that book that he's holding in his hand was more than likely that book from the Jehovah's Witness. He actually taught from the Jehovah's Witness. Yo, when y'all check this interview out, y'all gonna be like, wow.
Okay, let's just say he was white. What difference did that make? What's the big deal?
Don't make no difference to me.
Okay.
Because I was praying to a white Jesus. I was praying to a white Jesus. So yeah, but anyway, let's get back to this. By the way, and we're gonna talk about scholarship versus who I like, who you like. Should be you like who you like. Now, the debate was about if Bantu is a Sumerian language. That is one of the most ridiculous things in the world. But Asar Imhotep says he could prove it. Now, I'm saying this, Thunder. You are a doctor, right? You're a doctor, and you said, Garfield, you got to take a colonoscopy, which I'm actually doing this Thursday. Hopefully, hope it all goes well. And
Yeah, so don't drink any
yeah, no, don't heavy. So, yeah, we talk about it later in the show. We talk about it. So if I come to you now, Thunder, and I say to you, colonoscopy, you should never do it. You should never check your colons at all. At all. And you're the only person that's saying this. I have evidence that the colonoscopy is not needed. And you're the only person in all the science that's saying that. And I could present a case and say, hey, you know what? You don't need a colonoscopy. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, you know what? My man said he brought some information. He sounds pretty convincing. He got the Brooklyn Magic. I'm going to go with him. 3 years later, you start feeling some pain in your stomach. Come to find out you did have polyps. You start bleeding because you was listening to your friend. He didn't decide to go with a regular colonoscopy. Did you make the right decision? Your friend made a convincing case. You don't need colonoscopy. You don't need it. We have a way of checking by your diet that you don't need it. Who are you going to go with? Who are you going to rock with? You going to rock with your friend? Or you going to rock with what science been saying for the last 50, 60 years? Or 100 years or whatever? You see, that's one of the things I don't like about this community. I like Asari Motep. I actually love Asari Motep. I've contributed to his program financially. I think the brother is a very intelligent guy, and that's why he gets away with a lot of things. Now, Bantu being Sumerian, remember, ladies and gentlemen, Bantu as a language is established like 2000 BC, if that old. Sumerian goes back to 3000 BC, but we're saying Sumerian is a Bantu. Yo, I don't think we understand the arguments. And then we say, oh, well, if you're going to make a connection, you have to do this. And then we sound smart. And then we just turn our people into idiots. It's nuts. And it's like, because we like him, we overlook this. Come on, man. We know Bantu is not a Sumerian. And then you have these idiots oh man, yo, we're just the worst community. I understand why people don't want to come into this community. We hate scholarship. We claim we want scholarship, but when we get it, we disrespect the scholars that come on. I got tons of scholars coming on. I sent out over 300 emails. I'm responding to scholars every day. Every day. I'm saying this to everybody else. Tamika, right? That reminded Bob Marley situation with that toe. And
no, Bob, that was religious.
Yeah, but it was religious. I'm being stubborn.
Yeah, but it was stubborn for the, well, in his opinion, the right reason.
Well, I'm gonna say this to you. If somebody gonna tell me Bantu is a Sumerian language, nobody has proven that ever, and you're the only person. I'm not listening to you.
Well, I would agree, but you have to understand. Okay, when Smash does his, and I ain't banging, when Smash does his breakdowns, right, of different things, who agrees with him on most 99% of the stuff he say? Ain't nobody say. You know what? When she do her little crazy stuff.
No. Let's stop for a minute with Smash. I don't have a problem with anything that Smash says, and this might shock everybody. Remember, he and Smash is humble enough, although he's creating a pseudo army over there, in the words of Brother Ankh. At least he will say, this is what I get from it. Yeah. I can't be wrong. He's very extremely humble. I'm not as humble as Smash, because I'll say, yo, this is what it is when I talk, and I'll be talking in absolutes, which I shouldn't. But because I know the shit so bad, I'm like, yo, this is what it is. Smash, on the other hand, he's kind of humble at times. But the problem with us is that we want to protect whatever the elders say in the past, and we want to protect because this person is quote unquote an African American. So because he's an African American, there's this whole thing about there might be a cover up, it's a conspiracy. All of that creeps into your mind.
I will speak to what you're saying, right? So I take a little bit from everything. So with this community, the community does not trust white people for whatever reason, right?
Right.
Everything is a conspiracy, from the vaccines to the white man's knowledge, everything, right? All these things are conspiracies. So what it does, that racism, that prejudice that they have toward white people is splitting them away from, I guess maybe not reality, but let's just say scholarship. We'll say scholarship. It's splitting them away from real. So when you have nutritionists, right? They go to school, they get their master's or the doctorate. These are licensed dietitians, licensed nutritionists, and they know exactly what. I'm a food scientist myself. I have my bachelor's in food science, and my minor was chemistry. So when you have people who have training in the background, that ain't good enough. What we need is Dr. Sebi to come along and give us his thing. Then we're gonna go with Dr. Sebi, and we're gonna disregard what scholarships say. We're gonna disregard research. We're not gonna ask him to provide research.
He's hiding the information. The white man is hiding the information.
There you go. So the problem is we're creating our own dilemma. We're creating our problem with this prejudice or hatred of the white man. We're creating it. We're making it. We're allowing it to happen to our own self until scholarship reigns supreme. Which you brought up. Unc is doing that. Unc is making the transition, and he's been this way for a while, at least 5, 6, 7 years, where he's letting the scholarship speak for itself, right? And he's going with the scholarship. He's going with what the scholars say, instead of saying, no, let me holler at Dr. Sebi, or let me holler at, so that's what we're doing. But if it's the white man, then I ain't gonna listen to the white man because I don't trust the white man.
Yeah. For example, I had Jacob S. Dorman on for the Moors, and a lot of people make comments, oh, why you got this white man coming on? I'm like, is there a historian about the Moorish Science Temple that wrote books about this history? This is why the people who are writing the history, they don't have, and this is the problem, we don't have nobody that's writing the history. Like, I'm doing a book called Made in America right now, right? I would love to release it sometime next year or even the end of this year. But I'm getting these scholars, like the scholars of Master Farad Muhammad, they're going to write, oh man, I just forgot. I got Bilal Muhammad tomorrow too. Damn, that's 5 interviews in one day. Damn. I'm here talking about Master Farad Muhammad. I just remembered. So Master Farad Muhammad, I got all these guys who are going to write about the actual facts. So you have something called Actual Facts in the Nation of Islam Sunday, where it said, who is the original man? And we said, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet, Earth, God of the universe. That's the answers. So it says, what's the circumference of the Earth? The Earth is 196,940,000 square miles. How much is land? Land is 57,255,000 square miles. How much is water? 139,685,000 square miles. So we had to repeat that in order for me to get my X. Like how Malcolm got his X, that's what I had to do to get my X, right? So now, those actual facts, we are taught that Master Farad Muhammad brought it because of him being superior or God in person. But we found out that the actual facts existed before that time period in magazines. So that's like a big lie that's been told for the last 90, almost 100 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, hey Mika, stop that Iran nonsense. Just cut it out. Stop it. Ain't nobody run from it. Sorry about that. Stop it. Ain't nobody run from it. Nobody in their right mind is running. Nobody.
Because I guarantee you that whoever that person is, he has. Oh, what happened? Oh, he has. His knowledge is not something he's making up. So, a lot of black people just had all this deep knowledge, blah blah blah, right? And it's crazy, it don't. It's not, you can't refute it. You know what? When you have things where you could just make up and you don't apply the rules of scholarship, far as peer review. The peer review would crush the conscious community. Every part of it. Just one simple aspect of scholarship. Peer review. You let Smash, I ain't banging, let Smash go holler at some of the big boys with some of the stuff he say. Now, some people may agree with him, but the majority probably would not. And that's the only thing.
You know what's sad? I have interviews that I've recorded that I don't even want to play. There's an Egyptologist, what's her name, that I interviewed. I think I'm not even gonna play it. I was gonna play it Friday. I'm not even gonna play it.
No, Rob Bourne is a 5%. He's not in the nation.
5%. He's not. Well, 5% is the nation of.
Well, it's a break off if you want to do that. Your boy, what's the boy name? X13 Clarence. So if you want to see it, Clarence was a derivative of the NOI, but
this is something that Smash talks about. She said hi after the interview. She had called me back. She texted me. We had conversation. She said, "Hi Garfield. I had one more thought about where people might get the idea that Egyptians called themselves the black people or something similar. The word Kemeteyu, pronounced Kemeteyu, which is a Nisbi adjective that means one who belongs to the black land or something like that, could be written in a way that makes it look like it means a person who is black. Also, we can tell that Kemet is a place in most cases because of the hieroglyphic determinative at the end of the word, a circle with a cross in it. So this is one of the arguments that Reggie, I didn't even tell her. She just thought about it after the interview. I wish she had said it while we were actually talking to her. But this is one of the arguments that Smash and I think Reggie are saying. I don't watch Smash at all, but I saw a clip with him and all that stuff. But anyway, let me get back to this real quickly here. Let's get back to this. Are we our own worst enemy? We said we want scholars. Garfield is bringing on. I'm bringing on this guy right here. What's his name? Jacob. Hold on. Let me add it to my thing. And the reason why I'm bringing all these scholars because, of course, I'm taking my channel, of course, in a full-fledged direction that's going to be progressive. So people don't see my channel. I want to be out of the norm. I don't want to be the norm. I got geneticists. I got the top 10 geneticists in the world that I'm planning to interview. 4 of them have responded already. A lot of them, one of them hit me back and said, Garfield, we watch your channel. What do you want us to talk about? Because we don't seem to fit into what you're doing. They look at my channel.
I think, you've been hesitant to do what you already know you're supposed to be doing, bro. You're supposed to be the banging's supposed to be on the Dagger Squad, and the scholarship's supposed to be over here.
Right.
And
beautiful.
You're gonna have to do it, man. I know you don't want to or whatever.
Beautiful. You know, I said that to Robon today. I said, Robon, I gotta go unleash over Dagger Squad, man. There's some stuff I want to say. I don't want to say it on this channel. You know what I'm saying? But this guy right here, Why the Bible Began, Jacob L. Wright, one of the most brilliant scholars out there. Bro, when you hear this stuff tomorrow, I got the book too if you want it.
Well, see, the thing is, that key word is alternative. So now we got the see now, did he submit this for peer review?
It's probably more than likely peer review. It's probably more than likely. But hold on. But again, watch this. But again, a lot of the stuff being said is theoretical because remember, we don't have a lot of information. You only could gather the information from inside the biblical text, how the writing is done and the way it's split up and how and what time period.
The words he says is an alternative history of scripture and its origins, not an alternative perspective. He's saying this as a matter of fact. This is an alternative history. So
he's not saying it as fact. He's got some very, very good reviews. He hasn't gotten a bad review yet that I've seen. But what it is, when you hear this argument, because you know me, I read about the Bible. I mean, me and Rob argue about this all the time.
Bang on the Bible, then he ain't gonna. It ain't gonna work.
He's not banging on the Bible.
Okay.
He's not. He's just trying to say when the writing took place and when the story was told and why it was told, what makes sense. He brings a lot of logic. He answers a lot of questions. It's not bang. I promise you, Thunder. You know me. I'm not even banging on the Bible.
No, I'm not saying he's banging. I'm just saying when you brought up you and Rob Bourne, y'all think, yeah.
No. Rob Bourne said, I love the Bible. I love the Bible topics too much. He's trying to remove me from all of that. So this is why we do all of this Nation of Islam.
He don't like the Jesus talk at all.
Yeah. But let me tell you something, man. I got a geneticist. I got a couple of here's his book right here. I could just show you this. Hold on. I got the actual book and what do you call it? So this you could look at the title of the chapters and all that stuff. Like right here. Here it goes right here. So you could look at what the chapters are about and so forth. So for example, let's go back to the beginning. The rise and fall, Abraham and Sarah from one to the many. Yeah. So he's breaking down different main storylines and how they came into what time period and so forth and breaking it down. Because there's a lot of history in the Bible that people don't like to admit to. There's a lot of history there, but the history is mixed with theological writings. So it kind of puts us at odd to argue like, so he jumped off the roof or God killed 180,000. What's that? So but as far as storylines, we know the stories existed. You know what I'm saying? So, I got an interview Good Friday with what's his name? This guy by the name of that's bad, Garfield. You forgot the guy's name. Oh man, that's bad. Jacob Berman and what's his name? Hold on. I got it right here.
How Roman Okay, did Roman emperors invent Christianity? Yes or no?
James Valiant. That's what's going to be talked about. That's exactly the topic that's going to be talked about. Our Roman emperors invented Christianity.
Did Roman emperors, out of all people, you telling me Roman emperors invented Christianity?
He's not. Listen.
I want to hear that argument.
And by the way, I told him in the interview it should be creating the mythology of Christ because he does believe Jesus existed. So when he says creating Christ, everybody think he's a mythicist. James Valiant and Jacob Berman. I'm actually interviewing them again tomorrow about Josephus and that. So I'm doing a lot of different things at the same time, bro. I'm gonna do. I want to do 4, 5, 6 interviews a week, and then what happened is now I program it so it just plays without me going live. So I can't interrupt the live stream. So it is what it is. Shout out to my sister, man.
Probably what you do with the debates. I know you are with your guy, whatever the guy name is.
I did propose to do a private debate and then
and then play it. Right, that might make him feel better or something. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. But what do you call it? So with the are we our own worst enemy? I'm gonna say to everybody who's watching, do not clip my videos anymore. Don't show my videos on your channel. I heard Chris Harris said some stuff about the Chinese lady or Kara Cooney. I don't know if it's true, but Chris, you got to grow up, bro. You got to realize these people are educators and scholars. We got to be respectful. And then what happened is some people might know some of the scholars and they go back and say, hey, look what this guy said about you. So it gives the whole community a bad name based off of somebody want to gossip about what we're doing. But these people they don't watch us. But now that Garfield has all these scholars coming on, it's going to bring more attention to us. And I got linguists, bro. I got linguists from Finland. I got scholars from Netherlands. I got people that nobody was thinking about interviewing. I'm bringing them over here. African people that deal with African linguistics, the connections with the ancient Near East and old African languages. I got the experts on that. So that's what I'm doing, bro. I'm bringing the best of the best. What's up?
All right. So this is Dr. Kathleen M. Kara Cooney.
Mm-hmm.
This is her pedigree. All right. She's an Egyptologist, archaeologist, professor of Egyptian art and architecture at UCLA, and she is the chairperson of the Department of the Near Eastern Language and Cultures at said UCLA. As well as her scholarly work, she is known for hosting television shows on ancient Egypt, on the Discovery Channel. Right. So this is okay. She raised in Houston, got a bachelor's in German. Listen, man. So she up here in Germany, German humanities. So she's taking German. She's taking. Listen, man. She's awarded a PhD in 2000 and from Johns Hopkins in Near Eastern Studies. Whenever Chris, and I don't know, I ain't banging on Chris, but if Chris gained this pedigree at that point, I'll listen to him. But it's crazy. I keep telling y'all, I mean, it's us, man. It's only black people that have this sort of hang up with race and scholarship and stuff like that. This latest pedigree is, and I ain't gonna say but she has a heck of a track record. And at a certain point, man, you got to just bow out sometime, man. It's okay. If y'all can prove if Smash can get up here and have a debate with her, I'd love to see it. But how would it happen? How? What you gonna? What you can't do that black stuff with these people, man. They ain't trying to hear that.
Yep. And the only person that anybody would really have a conversation with is actually Asar Imhotep. And he's the most probably have the most more pseudo information than anybody else. But at the end of the day, he's the most respectable. I've never heard them go on his channel when he's interviewing a white person and say, "Hey, how you don't get down and jive with this person because da 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 da." And Asar said the other day, he said, "Yo, when you having certain conversations, it's the barbershop." And I keep telling people when you go on Sarnetta, and I'm not really throwing shots. It's a barbershop conversation. That's what it is. That's just what it is on Sarnetta. So you want me to have a barbershop conversation with a scholar?
Somebody sent me a link, and I ain't even look at it, but Minister Ilike was talking about Freemasonry and something else. And I ain't even click on it. I may click on it today. They sent it to me last night. But, bro, I mean, what is Minister Ilike going to tell me? How is it? How, man? That's all I'm saying. Like, how this supposed to work? We supposed to listen to Minister Ilike. Oh, and we got Masonic scholars that know this thing up and down, 33rd degrees, been in the joint for 30, 40 years. They read all the history, and we supposed to listen to Minister Ilike. Like, come on, man. It's wild. It's wild, man. It's wild. And it's just this. I don't know if another community conduct themselves in such a manner. I don't know of one. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I got 3 Egyptologists from Australia that's been doing Egyptology for like over 20 years. They're coming on. I got geneticist Mr. Stephenson. He's from Europe. I have another one that matter of fact, he emailed me yesterday. I gotta make my notes. What's his name? Who is this guy? Hold on there. Got this guy on classical and early Mediterranean studies, because I also want to address the Greek stuff with a link with a philologist. You know, all this time we arguing about black, and in Greece, there's no word for black in the Greek culture. Like the English word black, there's no equivalent for it in Greek, ancient Greek. But we want to say that the people are black. People don't understand how dictionaries are put together. People are guessing what's the best word to put here in English, because sometimes the word in Greek is not found in English. So you got to find a word that fits the best. So when they said black originally, that's what they just, that's the best word that they could come up with. But later on, when they start seeing the word melankros being used for Greeks and people from Cyprus and people from northern Syria, they're like, no, it couldn't mean black. They're not talking about black. They couldn't like all black people. So they said it means more like a swarthy, it varies, honey skin, whatever, you know? But again, and I say this to everybody, listen to people who know the language and know what the hell they are talking about. Stop listening to these folks who don't know anything. And then when you listen to them, oh, you want to listen to the white man. Oh, really? Where you got your sources from? Every one of them. If you go to Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, all they're reading is quote unquote white folks stuff and bring it back to us.
That's it. Here go Kyle. Now I don't know if you said Men's Inc. said that the Egyptians were performing brain surgery. I don't know if he said that, but let's go off what you say. So this is from the Journal of Neurosurgery. Now the purchase is $45. It don't matter that much to me, but
I have that in my slides if you want me to bring it up. I do have that if you want me to bring it up.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure. So ancient Egyptians were pioneers in many fields, including medicine and surgery. Our modern knowledge of anatomy, pathology, and surgical techniques stems from discoveries and observations made by Egyptian physicians and embalmers. In the realm of neurosurgery, ancient Egyptians were the first to elucidate cerebral and cranial anatomy, the first to describe evidence for the role of the spinal cord in the transmission of information from the brain to the extremities, and the first to invent surgical techniques such as trepanning and stitching. In addition, the transnasal approach to skull base and intracranial structures were first devised by Egyptian embalmers to exacerbate the cranial vault during mummification. In his historical vignette, the authors examine paleo-radiological and other evidence from ancient Egyptian skulls and mummies of all periods, from the Old Kingdom to the Greco-Roman Egypt, to shed light on the development of transnasal surgery in the ancient civilization. So, I'm not sure they were having brain surgery, but they were definitely having some sort of nasal surgery. I don't know. I'm just reading this now. If y'all want to, I mean, if you got it, copy, you can share, I guess, But
yeah, talking about getting inside others' heads. Skulls of 3 men. Hold on, let me make this bigger for everybody to see. And this is from the first time I went on Sonda ever, 2016. Right here. Ancient Saharan head cases, desert society healers appear to have operated on skulls 2,000 years ago. Talk about getting inside others' heads. Skulls of 3 men from North Africa's ancient Garametian civilization, which flourished in the Saharan desert from 3,100 to 1,400 years ago, contain holes. All right. Then you have the holistic surgery arrows in a man's created from a Saharan site 2,000 years ago, and transnasal exaberation surgery in ancient Egypt. I think this is what you was reading a while ago. I don't know if it's the same article, but this is it says Egyptian embalmers to exacerbate the cranial vault during mummification. In this historical vignette, the authors examined paleoradiological and other evidence from ancient Egyptian skulls and mummies of all periods.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
To the Greco-Roman period. Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay.
So trepanning is a surgical procedure which a circular piece of a bone is drilled and excised from the human skull. So it was some sort of surgery. I'm not sure if it was surgery on the human skull, but I'm not sure if it was brain surgery. That's where we, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
So that might have started in ancient, everything started in Egypt, man.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Now, he may have been right with that one. I don't know. I think Reggie brought that up one time too.
Hey, anybody want to jump on for this topic? Also, scholarship versus who I like or who you like. When are we going to start looking at scholarship for what it is instead of saying, I like Garfield, so he must be right. I like this guy, he must be right. We got to start looking at the information and evaluate it. And I can't, trust me, I don't even like the audience when it comes to certain things. Certain people, I wish they didn't even watch my channel. I see Chief X, bro, in my comment section arguing with people during the Razib Khan interview. arguing with Sekou. I'm like, this guy don't even like me, don't even watch my channel. He's here doing this. Sekou, the minute I do an interview, he jump on. Oh, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Razib Khan made some errors, but that don't mean we gotta be disrespectful, man. Now I gotta start monitoring comments. Like for Kara Cooney, I had to start monitoring every comment on that video. People want to be disrespectful, and that's sad, yo. Why would anybody want to come on? What are your opinions about your white audience wanting to learn? I mean, anybody could watch my I don't care where the person comes from. Where they're from Japan, China. I don't care where they're from.
What's up, Jane?
That was good. Yeah. Man, I like Razib and Karakuni. They're very interesting, especially Razib, because when you look at his other interviews, he goes more into detail about a lot of the stuff that he was talking about. So I don't know. It's all interesting. We need more people from outside of the community, so it's not like an echo chamber. Because all they want to hear is like, the feel good stuff. It's like church. They just want all the feel good stuff, the stuff that kind of exalts them. I understand we have like culturally, we got like a low self-esteem problem, but like, when you're trying to mix that with scholarship, it just doesn't work.
Scholars hit back up. Maybe we could meet up in person in New York. They're checking out my channel because my email is like the bomb. That's why I get these scholars, man. My email be selling me like I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. So come on my channel, baby. Come on my joint. You know what I'm saying? I'll be selling myself very well. So now I want an audience that's gonna evaluate, stop being biased. But I can't force people to think. I can't force you to think the way I think. I just got to put the information out and say, hey, you might think this way, but this is out there also. And that's what it is. We got to stop. We got to stop thinking about it, stuff as far as I have to think this way or it has to be this way. The scholar has to say this. I mean, come on. We nuts, man. We got to cut that out. That's crazy.
Yo, you know what? I think it's not even really white people. I think that it's like, if it's a white person that agrees with what they're saying, they're going to go with the white person. As long as it just fits into their worldview. Because I was looking up Dr. Sebi, because funny enough, I was listening to a podcast on Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs had a really weird dieting obsession, and he read a book by some dude named Arnold Ehret, and Arnold Ehret did not believe in germ theory, and he also didn't believe, and he believed that mucus caused disease. If anybody knows who Dr. Sebi, that's what he believed. So he took something from this German guy, supposedly, and repackaged it in the community.
No, Sebi, yeah, that was his father. That was not father like that, but that was where he got it from.
But if you look at his stories, he said that he learned this stuff from some Mexican dude. The Mexican dude turned it on to him and cured him or something.
Yeah, I'm not caring about all that.
And then
he read one of his books. Now, the Mexican guy may have taught him, but let's just say he did get it from Mexican. That Mexican got it from that white guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He was doing this in the 1800s, man. So yeah,
funny enough, he believed in something else weird. He believed that white people were weak because of their diet. And that's a very weird specific thing about him. So it kind of feeds into that whole, whatever we already believe about white people, that, all this ridiculous stuff. So it just feeds into it. It's just a cycle. All we want to hear is that we the original people and everything comes from us. That's all we want to hear. That's all it is. It's the religion of first. We the first this, we the first that.
What you think about this immigration stuff? Oh yeah, you was on the panel last. No, you went on the panel last time.
Yeah, I was. Oh,
okay.
I don't know what you want me to say, because I'm a child of immigrants. But I'm an American citizen though.
They came here illegally?
Yeah, they came here illegally.
Oh well, that's good. We ain't talking about that.
So what if they came here legally? What difference does
yeah, because even the legal ones that come over here, they still, if they Mexican, they still competition. The Chinese competition, the Vietnamese competition, the Eastern Europeans competition. It's still competition, legal or illegal.
That competition, I agree. But everything should be done in moderation, bro. When you got millions of these doggone Mexicans coming over here, man, that ain't gonna work, bro. So your folks probably are being taxed. Your folks contribute to our society. I mean,
One of them did.
It ain't the same, man.
Yeah, one of them did. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, you know, like because America works off of just soil. So you born here, you are here. So like even with the anchor baby situation, it's like if they born here in the Constitution, it is what it is. And that's all they need. But in some states, they did overwrite that, I think.
Heck yeah.
But I don't know if that's constitutional. Because in the Constitution, if you're born here, it is what it is.
No, if you were born from okay, you can't go to somebody pregnant and they come over here to go on vacation. They had a baby here. You think that American citizen?
Yeah.
No, bro, they were just born here. They're not no citizen here.
But it's just soil.
They're born here. That means what that mean?
Just soil, just soily, it means right of the soil. So the right of the soil of anyone born in a territory, state, nation, nationality, or citizenship is commonly the birthright citizenship. So in the US, it has it without restrictions. In US, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, most of the Americas. So if you're born, you're a citizen of that country. And it's unrestricted. So there's no condition. It is the 14th Amendment. The
14th Amendment.
The 14th Amendment. Yep.
Yeah. AKA anchor babies.
Right? Because originally in America, you could only be an American citizen if you were of European descent and of good nature, or if you were African descent. That was the only way you could be an American. But it changed with the 14th Amendment.
So we got a constitutional problem as well.
Yep. But that's an old one. And that's right after slavery.
That was the purpose of the 14th Amendment. I think the 14th Amendment was a slavery type of. Let me see.
Yeah, because it was part of the Reconstruction amendments, right?
I think that was more.
It was more for us.
14th Amendment to the was centerpiece of the Reconstruction Amendments, which together abolished slavery. Right, gave African American men the right to vote and guaranteed full citizenship, due process, and equal protection of the laws to all.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a slavery thing. That wasn't for no Mexicans.
No, it wasn't for Mexican. You're right. It wasn't for Mexican, but just because of that, they would benefit from it. There's a reason why people say that a lot of the stuff that we had to go through and the laws that were passed allowed it for other people to come through. So on a technicality, they can go through this because it doesn't just say, it says regardless of race. It's not,
Shout out to Janelle Lola. But I'm with you. But okay. It's like the right to vote. Should the right to vote still be a thing?
Yeah, you should have the right to vote.
No. Should that be an actual thing now?
You mean right to vote without restriction?
No, an amendment. Okay, let's see.
You mean a right to vote while not being an American citizen? No.
What amendment is it? Okay. The 15th Amendment? 1869. The 15th Amendment granted African American men the right to vote. Should that still be a thing?
No. So let's see what the 15th Amendment prohibits the federal government in each state from denying, abridging a citizen's right to vote on account of race, color, condition of servitude.
Right. So do you believe at any point that we will still need the 15th Amendment?
Yeah.
Who would deny? What congressman would deny black people the right to vote ever? And survive.
Well, it depends. Disenfranchisement laws.
Huh?
Disenfranchisement. If you go to jail for a felony, you come out, you can't vote.
Listen what I'm saying.
Because of disenfranchisement. Was that the 8th Amendment?
No, but I'm saying back to the question. What congressman, what mayor, what governor on this entire continent would deny black people the right to vote?
Depends whether they've been criminals or not. If they've been federally prosecuted.
Criminals, we're not talking about criminals, we're talking about black people.
Just black people in general, just regular old black people?
Black people in general.
Nobody.
Which congressman, thank you.
Well, not in their right mind.
I don't believe any congressperson on the planet would deny black people the right to vote and still live to tell about it. It ain't possible, bro. It's not a law that needs to be like the law against what's the thing when you hit sodomy laws. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's retarded. Why would a sodomy law still be in effect? But they are. There's no need for that. There's no need. There's really no need for a lot of these laws, man, that's on the books. But from an immigration standpoint, that 15th Amendment, yeah, that's just even the 14th Amendment about the anchor baby stuff. Like, come on, man. That should be Congress should be addressing that.
But what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
All right. When a person is born here and they're granted citizenship, regardless of their parents being citizens, where else on planet Earth is that a thing? That's number one.
That's in Brazil, that's in Mexico, that's in Canada.
You said I could go to Canada and bear a child, and my child is a Canadian citizen.
Yes. If you're born in Canada, you are a Canadian citizen. There's a chart of the countries that are just soil.
Let's check it out.
Yep. I mean, I got one up if y'all want to look.
Is it a reputable source?
Yeah, it's from Wikipedia, but let's see. I got the IMF library.
Apply for citizenship.
There are countries where there's restrictions on just soil, and one where there is abolished, and one that doesn't have a policy. So there is a restriction in some countries, but the unrestriction is in most countries in the Americas. Colombia has restrictions, and I think that's Guyana has restrictions. But if you're born in Brazil, you're born in Argentina, Chile, Canada, United States, Mexico, Jamaica, if you're born there, you are a citizen. Most of the restrictions are in Europe, though. But generally, if you're born there, you are a citizen. But there are some restrictions.
Before 2009, children born outside Canada who had at least one Canadian citizen as a parent was entitled to Canadian citizenship. However, on the first generation of children born, okay, that's not it. Okay, I think you're right.
Yeah, U.S. Embassy and the consulate. This is from the Netherlands, but yeah, a person who can become, and this is from the U.S. Embassy. A person can become an American citizen in one or two ways: by birth or naturalization. In Garfield's case, I'm guessing it was naturalization.
Yeah,
by birth. Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, Garfield naturalized. I'm saying Nah, bro. That's. I mean, to me, that's just wild. I mean, I see what you're saying, but if that's the case,
Yeah.
this is wild, bro.
Yeah. Hey, but that's how people can become citizens. Look, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think it is. If I'm an African and I come to vacation, I have my child here in Canada. He's a Canadian. My child ain't no African no more. Man, you crazy. I would have a huge.
He's still an African. Is that he can have Canadian?
No, not African. He's Canadian.
Is Canadian? Well, you said you had an African child, and the
I'm
child.
African. I come over here to vacation in Canada. My wife had the child here. That nigga Canadian.
Yeah. Yo, that happened. Hey, if you born on a military base outside of the United States territory-wise, you an American citizen. I got a friend that was born on a military base in Germany, but he American citizen because he born on American soil.
Is he German?
He was Vietnamese, but his parents worked in the military.
Vietnamese.
He Vietnamese. Yeah, he Vietnamese. He's raised in Vietnam.
So he's not
American. He came over here when he was young. So
American, he Vietnamese.
He Vietnamese. Genetically, he Vietnamese, but technically he American because he got American birth certificate. He was born on a military base, and he get citizenship in Vietnam because they go by just sanguine or by blood. Because both his parents are that.
Man, Togo said he don't believe in voting. That's a whole nother topic.
He said vote.
I don't know even what that means. What do you mean you don't believe in it? You don't practice voting? What do you mean you don't believe it? You don't believe it's real? What do you mean, my brother?
But here's the thing, though. What about Puerto Ricans?
What about them?
Are they American citizens?
Yeah.
Period. So they could be born in Puerto Rico. If you're born in Puerto Rico, you're an American citizen, right?
Puerto Rico is American territory.
So why don't we got a problem with the Puerto Ricans?
Who got a problem with Puerto Rican?
But they're immigrants in some cases. Not a lot of them.
How is a Puerto Rican an immigrant and it's an American?
But it's still competition though for jobs in the areas that we live in. I grew up in an area with a lot of Puerto Ricans. I got a lot of Puerto Rican friends.
Them niggas is Americans. What you mean? What you talking about?
But it's competition. Sometimes they come off the boat.
Listen,
people still born in Puerto Rico.
I would rather compete with somebody who's American than somebody who's not.
But they only American citizens do like some weird historical thing.
Man, it's a territory. Okay, Texas.
So what's the difference between the Mexican? The Mexican technically connected by land.
Mexicans ain't no Mexicans are not. Okay, so you think Mexicans are Americans?
Yes, bro. A lot of our territories out there in the West used to be them.
Mexicans are Mexicans.
All right, so what about Tejanos? Tejanos are technically Mexicans, but they've been over here before the Mexican-American War. And when what's that thing? When they gave up the territory after the Mexican-American War, they were still over here. So they've been over here, but they still get sent back as if they're from Mexico, but they're really from Texas. But they Mexicans genetically.
Genetically?
Yeah.
We're not talking about no genetics.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like when people say Mexican, people are not really looking at that. People are just looking at people and saying that they're not from here.
No, we saying them niggas is Mexicans.
But there are
not Hispanic, not Latino. We talking about them boys Mexicans.
It's complicated.
No, it ain't. You got Guatemala, you got Honduras, right? We got all that. But there is a genetic. You could tell a difference between the average Mexican and them boys down there in Guatemala somewhere. What's the difference, man?
Yeah. All right.
In my opinion, it's a difference.
But in some cases, all right, but what do you feel about this? Because some people, including me, I'll be saying that Mexicans are mostly Native American anyway, so they just coming back to take their land.
It don't matter. They ain't no citizen.
So the question. So what is the real problem with the immigrants? Is it that
The
the
real problem
competition?
is they pay no taxes. That's the real problem. Number one. Number two, the second problem is the problem that you're highlighting about the job issue. How, and then three, resources that have been
Allocated to them.
allocated to them. It's several things, man. Natural resources. We all know there's going to be a war over water at some point. There's going to be a war over food at some point. It's a lot of stuff, man.
So look at this. So when it comes to the taxes thing, that's mainly the problem of the companies that hire them. So like the farms, and they're cheap labor. So they pay them pennies on the dollars. Obviously, they're not paying into the taxes, and they're getting cheap labor, and they're making them work like 14 hours a day.
I'm not talking about no company tax, bro. I'm talking about income tax. I'm talking about.
But they off books though. They not even on the books.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. We can't tax them.
Now, but here's the thing. So there are immigrants that come over here legally, right? And they got legal jobs and they pay taxes. And they're not citizens, but they still pay taxes. There's Mexicans that work like legit jobs where where they have to be paid, where they pay income tax that comes out of their paycheck.
How are they paying them?
They're paying them through checks and stuff. Some of these construction companies and stuff, they paying them under the table.
How can you pay income tax? Who is collecting the income tax? The IRS?
The IRS.
How is the IRS collect the?
It's collected through the construction company that they work for.
No, they're taxing the company. They're not taxing that person.
But here's the thing but income tax comes out of every person you paying.
No, if you own a business, you understand what I'm saying. If you have to pay taxes on all your employees, right? You got to pay taxes on all of anything you buy. You got to pay taxes on all that stuff. No problem. We talking about the actual worker. They ain't paying no tax.
All right, so when they go, so they're not paying we call it sales tax.
They're not paying no tax.
So they go to a grocery store, they're not paying no sales.
Oh, yeah,
tax.
they're paying sales tax. Yeah, but that is taken directly out of from the store itself, right? So yeah, you will get with sales tax, no problem. Income tax, property tax, payroll tax, any tax you want to. They're utilizing resources that they are not paying for. We have to educate their schools, educate their children. We have to, if they get sick and they need to go to the hospital, we have to pay for that crap. It's a lot, man.
That's if they live in the area. So here's the thing. So like even with the taxes and stuff like that. So like there are Mexicans who aren't illegal, right? Because I'm pretty sure we just talking about Mexicans. Ain't nobody else talking about the Eastern Europeans coming over here.
Guatemalans. I'm talking about anybody that came over here that ain't paying taxes. All of them.
All of them. Africans,
whoever. How are they paying tax? Bro, they going to my school. These niggas taking up 3-4 classes. I got to hire 4-5 more teachers. And guess who got to pay for that? Us. They ain't paying for that. They're not putting it to the system, man.
It's not an equal share. That's what you're saying. You want it to be an equal share.
Pay for, all right. I send my child to whatever elementary school.
Right.
I have to pay for that.
Right.
They send their kids to whatever elementary school. They ain't paying for nothing. We gotta feed them.
They going to the same school?
They're in the same school.
Well, y'all live in the same. So y'all live in the same area.
Everybody else.
I'm gonna tell you something. So you live in an area where there's a whole bunch of lower income.
I live in the all black area. We don't have that problem over here.
Oh, but you ain't got to worry about that.
Say again?
You ain't got to worry about that.
What that mean?
Basically, all the black people that around you,
to me, it ain't a problem. That's what I'm James.
Because I'm telling you, you ain't paying for that.
I ain't paying for what?
It goes by. Don't it go by county? Don't it go by district?
My brother, you know what DeKalb? Oh, you. I live in DeKalb County, Stone Mountain, Georgia, part of DeKalb County.
All right.
Clarkson, Georgia. Let me pull up Clarkson, Georgia, so you can see. Clarkson is a neighbor. Clarkson, Georgia. All right. So Clarkson, Georgia is probably 15 minutes from me. Today, the city is home to African, Eritrean, Ethiopian, Somali, Sudanese, Congolese, Asian, Bhutanese, Cambodian, refugees from Myanmar, and Syrian arrivals. You remember them folks was coming in from Syria?
Mm-hmm.
The majority of them came here to Clarkston and Stone Mountain. You can look it up. Nearly half of Clarkston's residents are foreign born. There are more than 150 ethnic groups represented who speak 60 different languages. This is in one small ass city it's in Georgia. That's 5 minutes away from me. Who you think paying for that, bro? I gotta pay for that. These people are foreign born.
Wait. But wait. But they're not illegal immigrants, right?
Yeah,
you said illegal immigrants. But they were brought over here, so they're not illegal. When we talk about the Syrians, they were brought over here.
Some of them are illegal immigrants. It's a sanctuary city. That's my point. It's a sanctuary city. You think everybody just come?
But if you're illegal, right, you're not supposed to be here, right?
Say again.
If you're illegal, right, that means that there's nothing here that can protect you, right, from you getting deported, right?
You know what would protect people?
What?
People being afraid of being called a racist.
I don't think that's the case.
Oh, you crazy. You crazy.
That's I don't think that's the case because I'm pretty sure, especially in this time period, I don't think people really care anymore.
No, they care. Now these red boys don't care. Them blue boys, they care. We don't care. I agree. We don't care.
But the place that's 15 minutes away from you in Stone Mountain,
Clarkston, Georgia.
Put it
in your thing right
now. And that is in your county. You pay taxes to Clarkston, Georgia.
That's in DeKalb County, Georgia.
And you pay taxes in that county.
I pay taxes the DeKalb County. I pay I own 2 properties, and income and payroll right here.
So the immigrants don't got businesses?
Oh, a lot of them they got businesses.
All right, then they're paying taxes to their business.
Yeah, the legal ones are. The illegal ones are not paying taxes.
How you know some illegals ain't got no businesses?
How you get a business license? There it is, man. That's a body right. That's a dead body laying in the street.
So if you're illegal, you can't get you can't get a business license.
Just say, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to show James that illegal immigration helps us no kind of way. It only hurts. I do vote. I'm a conservative 6 finger. Who don't know that? I'm just highlighting how illegal. The show is about illegal immigration, just say. So we kind of got off the topic a bit, but yeah, we kind of back to illegal immigration. How to me it's a detriment to our community. It's a detriment to Black people. It's a detriment to America. It's a detriment to everybody. Ain't no good come out of it. And I'm just highlighting some aspects in which I feel are harmful.
It's always been good that came out of it. We got rockets because of these immigrants coming over here. But my thing is that it's immigrants. The way that you're saying it, competition is competition. So that also includes the legal immigrants, not even just the illegal. So immigration itself.
You brought up
the issue for you.
I haven't said competition. I don't think through this whole conversation. You brought up competition. I don't really care about competition.
Right, but that's what it creates in the Black community. So when you have an influx of people coming in, legally or naturalized or whatever. And when they open up these shops in our neighborhoods, especially when it comes to the Arabs, when it comes to the Mexicans or like the Puerto Ricans with the bodegas, we're not getting the business loans or the business licenses to do that kind of stuff.
No, Stone
They
Mountain,
are. It's easier for immigrants to get it alone.
We have a lot of Ethiopians. We have a huge amount of Ethiopians that are opening up shops all over the place. And I don't mean just a little restaurant, man. It's Ethiopian shopping centers. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge amount of Ethiopians here.
But Ethiopians ain't us.
Ethiopians are black people.
That's recent. They only consider themselves black recently.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, man, go look at them old interviews. You got them Ethiopians saying we are not Negroes, we are Jews.
No, they're not black. I keep telling y'all that, man. Don't nobody call themselves blacks but us. Ain't no Africans talking about they some black people. They Africans.
Well, them niggas say that they Jews, so
well, we ain't talking about. But yeah, so we have a very high Ethiopian population here. And so they're doing their thing, man. But we also have Koreans here. We have it's everywhere. It's a big thing.
I think what it is that there's a bigger sense of community because, like, you go to their own individual country, they got their own little gripes and all little stupid stuff. When they come over here, there's more of a community. It seems like we don't have the same community. I felt like if we were immigrants to another place, we would have that sense of community because, you know, we wouldn't have nobody.
You in a place you ain't from, you know.
Right. But since we here, you know, we doing our own thing. If we were more of that community minded, I think we can, man, you know, get over the hurdle of the immigrants.
Y'all the one cheering on Martin Luther King, bro, not me.
I shit on Martin Luther King.
I said you cheering on Martin Luther King.
Look,
y'all big him up. That's y'all guy. He ain't my guy.
Look, he did some good things, but hey, man, I think a lot of what he did gets lost in the weeds.
Oh, don't complain now when we ain't got no unity, no black stuff. Yeah, don't complain now, bro. Y'all wanna. You know, I'm a segregationist myself. I love it.
I mean, I'm kind of that too.
Yeah,
but ultimately, I don't think that we could do what we want to do in America. Like, if not that, we would have to get our own state. To be honest with you, we're gonna have to do what the Mormons did.
All we're gonna do is tear it up, bro. All we're gonna do is shoot everybody up. Now we ain't gonna. Nah, that ain't gonna work.
See, and that's
the Mormons. If you look at Utah and how they done build that little area up, Mormons done a good job.
Shit, yeah, they did. They crazy as hell, but yeah, they did.
Yeah, you call it what you want, but they got their own communities. They got their own banks. They got their own everything. They good.
Play. A lot of them rich and yeah, they don't play.
A lot of them doing their thing, bro. Mormon straight.
And that's a cult. That's probably one of the most accepted. See, look at that. Like, I think that's what Elijah Muhammad wanted.
Who's the leader of the Mormons in Utah?
The one right now?
Anyone at any time. Ain't got no cult over there. It's a
religion, bro. It was originally a cult, bro.
It's a religion.
No, it was a cult. That's why they was getting kicked out of every place that they was getting, because they was grabbing up all the young females and everything like that. Because they were doing the multiple wives polygamy thing. And that's why they said, one mayor in one town said that it was that you wouldn't get in trouble if you killed a Mormon. Who said that? Hold on.
Yeah. In Utah?
Not in Utah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Utah.
Maybe so.
Yeah, that's what.
Go to Utah and kill somebody, see how they.
Oh, hell no.
You crazy? No, I don't agree with that.
Not at all.
Black flight is what hurt us in our communities. It was black people thinking. I don't know what YT mean. Black people
white.
thinking.
That's a way to say
white. White. Okay. That's white. Oh, I get it. White.
Yeah.
White people business was better and stop patronizing their own. We help bring down the community. That's facts. That's just wisdom. Janelle was just a wise. That's just so wise. White people ain't do that. Savio, jump on, man. If you want to talk about,
they did
Nah, somewhat they did, but not at this point. White people ain't doing nothing else.
Yo, they had, but we had black towns. We had this and that.
We got
But that's the thing. Like, but people don't understand. Like, I mean, whatever. I gotta still look into it. That like when Black Wall Street burned up, Tulsa, Oklahoma, the Greenwood district, that they rebuilt it after it got burned up, after it got destroyed. They rebuilt it.
Chad said, "Do you know what it was like living in segregation for a woman going into labor? If your grandpa had a stroke walking in the store, knock it off. If your little kid had to potty while you travel." All right, good. That's a great observation, Chaz. But guess what? If you had black-owned hospitals, if you have black-run clinics like we do here. We got black-owned banks right here in Stone Mountain. Citizen Trust. I have an account there. Then guess what? My black grandpa having a stroke walking down the street. All he would have did was took him down to the black hospital, the black clinic. Matter of fact, did the Nation of Islam have their own hospitals, clinics? Did they?
I don't know if they had their own hospitals.
I don't know about that part. I don't know about that.
They had their own grocery store.
You know that. Let me see.
They had a lot, but they didn't have all of that.
I think they did. I think they had a clinic.
But a clinic ain't a hospital though.
But a clinic is some place you can take your people in the you know.
Yeah, you can give them prescription drugs.
No, you can do a whole lot in the clinic, man.
No, they had farms. They had
farms. They had stores.
Yep. Yeah, they had a lot, but you know,
they had banks.
Yeah. But as soon as Elijah Muhammad died, all that went away.
Well, let's go with it then. Okay. Let's just say, okay, we would have added the hospital aspect to it, right? They didn't have it. Well, let's just say we would have had it, man. Then guess what? We good.
Y'all over there in Stone Mountain. So who really? So there's a lot of black people that live in Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain is 76% black, bro.
76% black. Hey, y'all ain't do nothing with that monument on Stone Mountain.
What's wrong with that monument?
What do you mean what's wrong with that monument?
That monument ain't mess with nobody.
Y'all rather put something else there. Why don't y'all put Elijah Muhammad there right in the
number one?
Y'all put Nat Turner, and Mark VC, Nat Turner, Elijah Muhammad, and Marcus Garvey on there, man.
No, get your own mountain and put whatever you want.
You mean the own mountain? Y'all 76% of that, yo.
No, Stone Mountain. You think Stone Mountain ain't what you think it is, bro?
Wait, we ain't talking about that Stone Mountain?
No, Stone Mountain is private. You think that's public land?
No, I thought it was. I thought it was a public monument.
Nah. 93, what's up?
Or is that government property?
Stone Mountain got their own police.
Yo, how y'all doing?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I was listening in. You just so happened to mention some stuff I was just about to talk to y'all about.
Talk to me.
You mentioned the Mormons. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You also said you're a segregationist, son. I need you to explain that. You what you mean? That sounds wild.
Man, segregation now, segregation forever. What you mean? You don't know what that means?
I don't know what you mean when you say that, as if that's a viable option for black people.
No, not at this point. I'm saying if you look at I went back to King. I'm speaking of, should we have segregated or integrated?
And why should we have remained segregated?
I think that we had more what James was saying about our sense of community and our togetherness during the time of segregation was unparalleled.
So you talking about the social engineering that followed segregation?
Brendan said, "Have you seen the Mormon Temple in Atlanta?" You said the what'd you say?
So you're more so pointing to the what they did after integration, like it's the how they socialized us afterwards. And you're saying before we had more business and we were together and all of that, huh?
Well, Janelle, I like what Janelle just said. We were forced to have community because we had no choice. So maybe I think I'll go with her on that too. I think this.
So you have to be forced to have community. You have
Listen
like
to
that's
what
a
I'm saying.
definition.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't say we had to be forced. Don't do that. 93. Don't come. We said that there was no choice. In other words, we couldn't, like you said, we couldn't go to white people and say, "Hey, help us out." Blah blah. They ain't gonna help you do nothing. So we had to either we was gonna do it ourselves or it wasn't gonna happen.
Oh, I agree with that. But when I hear people say that, they make it seem like the world was so much better. Like black people didn't choose to be segregated or necessarily integrated. And whose interest would that have served for us to allow them to tell us, you know, we're gonna be separate but so-called equal. That's them telling us what we gonna be. Why they get the whole world, they get to go everywhere. At the same time, they telling us we gonna be separate. They're still going and having incursions in the other places in the world. So I think that was. I don't really agree with that narrative.
So when you got Elijah Muhammad cutting deals with the KKK, they hated each other, of course, but they agreed that the two races should be separate, the men and the women. Listen, just say when I'm saying a segregationist, I'm talking about as far as MLK is concerned. I'm not talking about right now, bro. I'm talking about when we talk if we're going back to the 1960s pre civil rights movement. I prefer seeing black people together like they were back in those days, pre-integration. That's what I'm talking about being a segregationist. That's what I'm not talking about right now. No, I'm not talking about that.
They the ones who chose to do the segregating. No, that's all I'm saying. It's like it's still a power play for the people who institute separation. They get to say, you know what? They're the ones that's really doing the declaration saying that you know what? I want everything to be separate and equal. Like you brought up y'all was talking about the Mormons. That was one of the things they wanted. I was just reading on
But
that.
they did it though. They just wanted, they segregated themselves away from communities.
No, they didn't really segregate. It's like they got kicked out.
You ain't finna. It was right now. Ain't no integration between the Mormons and nobody else.
Yes, it is.
Maybe business wise.
Definitely business wise. But it's people leaving that church, and there's a bunch of people in that state.
I'm not talking about that, man. I ain't talking about leaving it. I'm talking about you have a Mormon community and you got everybody else over there. That's what I mean.
But they still live amongst other people who aren't Mormons.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't saying they just.
That's like you got a Korean community, you got an Ethiopian community, you got all these communities that just live amongst each other.
No, well, in Stone Mountain, yeah, you're right. But guess what? Even with that, man, they will tell you they would rather segregate.
They would like to have their communities.
Puerto Ricans in New York would love to kick everybody out the Bronx and they just be them.
Some of them would still go over to the other side. That's the thing. But you can't keep nobody from doing what they doing, right?
Hey,
like America is a mixed society. We just a mixed society. It is what it is.
Okay, I got a question. So if black people, let's assume that black people are equally as eager to be segregated as white people who have the power to do it and they benefit from all of that, right? So now how we gonna do this? Because you know we're some of the most divisive groups based on how diverse we are. Are we gonna do what we doing now and say, you know what? We away from the white man. I also want to be away from the West Indian. I also want to be away from African blacks. How would that even function in today's time?
It will look just like West Africa when they sold us. It looked just like that.
If you want to do it like that, you can. I just don't think it'll be successful.
It wouldn't be successful. No, it wouldn't have been successful. No.
You could try it, but I don't think it'll be successful.
Stone
Mountain is 76% black, man, but you got a lot of Africans here, bro. And yeah, you trying to get rid of them, you getting rid of a huge part of Stone Mountain. far as business standpoint. It's Ethiopian businesses all over this city. And yeah, to get rid of that, man, you getting rid of a huge. That's a lot.
And I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing that's over 70-something%.
So Stone Mountain is owned by the Stone Mountain Memorial Association.
Yeah, that's like a park. Yeah, I was
they
looking
have
at
their
it.
own CEO and all that stuff, man. Yeah, you're not finna. Ain't nobody touching that. I don't care what y'all talking about. You ain't finna go over there and touch them boys on that mountain. Go over there if you want to.
All right. So what if the CEO of the association want to change it?
The CEO ain't finna change it. You know how much?
I mean, it's Stone Mountain. It's still at the end of the day, it's still Stone Mountain. No matter what the hell you put, no matter what you put up there, I ain't
not gonna come on there and change nothing because some woke crap y'all done made up.
Ain't no woke stuff.
Nah.
But they want to put George Washington on there.
Nope. We ain't put no.
No?
Get your own mountain. You know how many mountains in Atlanta? Kennesaw full of mountains. Get one of the mountains over there. You can put all them niggas over you want to over there. Put Maya Angelou. Put all them niggas you want. Put them over there. Yeah, they can have fun. You ain't gonna touch this mountain. This Jefferson.
Why you protected Jefferson Davis? Why you protected Stonewall Jackson? And what's the other nigga? Lee. Why you protecting them niggas?
Because they're good, man. They good. They were good. They need to be represented.
Lee didn't even like Virginia.
So he was Democrat.
He just wanted to keep his property.
Was he a Democrat?
Yeah, he was.
There you go.
He was a Democrat, but he wanted to keep his property. He even liked Virginia.
That's y'all.
He didn't like the South.
That's a Democrat history. Y'all always want to destroy y'all history. Nope, keep it up.
Ain't no damn destroying no damn history. No, that's fine.
Why you think they were tearing down all these monuments?
Like this dude loved the South.
James, why you think they were tearing down the monument? You think it was just because of some crazy white people? No.
Here's the thing.
They're trying to get rid of y'all history.
No, some real stuff.
Keep it up.
All right. So on one, a monument ain't history. History is in the book.
It's a mark of history.
It's a commemoration of something.
Okay, it's a commemoration.
No, but all that stuff always changes though.
No, it don't. History don't change.
Right, history don't change, but the monument ain't history. Most of the monuments was built
that monument was built 100 years ago. It is history.
But the monument wasn't built during the Civil War. They came up after the Civil War. They came up during the 20s. So half of them statues not even 100 years old.
I must say, if they ain't, they 90.
I wouldn't even say that. Well, you know what? No, it's 2024. So yeah, they were some of the first 100, they 100. Are they 100?
Yeah.
But they was put up during opposition.
The main reason I wanted to keep it up because I don't like nobody. Leave them folks stuff alone, bro.
You don't like change. That's all it is.
No, Jane. Leave them folks stuff alone. Mind your business. If you want something, go build it yourself. Leave them folks stuff alone. The people ain't bothering you. Racist or not, they ain't bothering you.
Look, either the statue or the racist. I'd rather the racist go.
Statues and the racist. Leave them folks alone. Them lab people, you know who the lab people gonna kill you? A racist. You know the first person who's gonna kill you? I'll give you one guess.
Look.
I'll give you one guess, Jane.
I know what it is, all right? I'm gonna tell you this, man.
A racist ain't messing with you.
As long as a racist don't got no say on anything political that I do, I'm good.
What if they do?
Now I leave them people alone.
What if they do?
Then I got a problem.
How?
Because they voting. All right, so it depends. Like it is stuff I don't agree with.
Give a person power. Come on, man. That's what kill me with niggas. Y'all keep talking about this white supremacy, all this.
I didn't say nothing about white supremacy.
Why do y'all keep putting these white people above y'all?
I ain't put no white person above it. I said as long as he don't have. That's an opportunity. I didn't say he did. I said as long as this white racist don't got no power over me, I don't got a problem.
Why would a white racist have power over you?
If he's my governor, if he's my mayor.
So you cannot function with a racist governor. That what you saying?
Well, I could just leave.
Good job, Jay.
I'd rather not, though. I'd rather not. But I got the power to vote.
No matter.
What you mean it don't matter?
It don't matter what you'd rather do.
I'd rather not leave. So I vote in my best interest.
Stay. You can't flourish in the race. How many black
Our
millionaires?
ancestors flourish in the
How many black millionaires were there in between the 1850s and the 1950s?
I ain't got no idea.
I mean,
black millionaires.
Google open 24 hours a day, bro.
What, 24?
Google is open 24 hours a day. You can just put it in. How many black millionaires between 1850 and 1950?
I type that right in.
Go ahead.
Why that specific number?
Brandon, it don't matter. Just pick whatever number you want to pick.
And you said from 1850?
Whenever you want to put whatever range you want to put in.
We're going to do 1865.
Just anything pre-civil rights. Whatever number you want to put in.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
7. You said 7 black millionaires?
Yep. Daniel Murray, Madam C.J. Walker, Robert Reed Church, Mary Ellen Pleasant, Jeremiah Hamilton, John Stanley, and William Liesendorf, or whatever that is.
They got black people 100,000
Yeah, well, hold on. He ain't ADOS. He's from the Dutch West Indies, the Danish West Indies. So he ain't ADOS.
Yeah, we can't count him. They got 100,000.
Oh, this dude is mixed race. Hold up. One dude is mixed race. He count?
Yeah, you got to count the mix.
Why you got to count?
I mean, is he white though?
Let me go look him up because he might look really white. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh snap!
Kind of white.
Yeah.
Majority were erected in the 30s, 40s, 50s by the daughters of the Confederacy. I thought you do. Just say, all right. I said that those statues. He said those statues was not 100 years old, right? I said if they ain't 100, they 90. If they ain't 100, they're 90. So if they were erected in the 30s or the 40s, that make me right.
The only look, when it comes to them statues, the only history them statues really represent is what they meant during that time when they were taken down and then when they were put up. Ain't nobody care about them statues in between them times. But the statues ain't really history. They don't know
if y'all want some black statues.
They tell you a perspective.
Leave them folks' statue alone, bro, because you won't want nobody to tear down your statue. Do unto others as you will have just saved.
We ain't got no statues for them.
Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Would you want them? Would you want some racists to come down and tear down statues of Frederick Douglass?
They already did. There's some dude tear down. They recently some dude tear down some statue of Martin Luther King.
Racist tore down a statue of Sojourner Truth of Thurgood Martin. Which one? Who?
It was a statue of Martin Luther King that got torn down in like Kentucky or something.
Where? Okay, fine. How you feel about that? That's cool with you?
No, I ain't cool with me.
All right, good. Thank you.
But I don't think, but on some real stuff, I don't think that we should be building statues in the images of people.
It don't matter. They up.
And plus, that's in the Bible too.
No, you talking about idol? We shouldn't worship no idol. I agree with that. Ain't nobody say you don't build no statue of nobody. Ain't nobody said that. Ain't no Bible said that. Right. Well, you can go to Michael Jordan. Why they don't go down here and tear down Shaq statue? What if some racists come over and tell that y'all been, oh, that's good, no problem. Yay! No, y'all gonna be upset. Exactly.
You gotta understand what does the statue represent? I think that's what they really was attacking.
You're commemorating history. You're commemorating a moment in time.
And what moment is that? Them being losers?
Whatever moment was going on then.
So
the Confederate Army or whatever it is, right?
But they a bunch of losers though.
Say again?
They a bunch of losers.
So that means they shouldn't be acknowledged for their effort?
Effort for what? They traitors.
My brother.
They rebelled against the United States. They did not want to be part of the United States anymore because of slavery. They said they had the right to own slaves. They tell you why. It's in the article. It's in the Articles of the Confederation.
Yeah, but did they?
Yeah, they seceded on that point.
No, they did. But did they have the right to own slaves?
Yeah, because they made it available. Because we wasn't fighting back.
I know 1855, bro.
We did go into their house to slit their throats. So yeah, I guess we allowed it to happen.
Civil War, all that stuff was out of here.
And none of them statues was up during Reconstruction, right? None of them statues was up. And then when people like W.E. Du Bois, Marcus Garvey started coming on the scene, they started putting them statues up. They only put that statue up in response to us.
We ain't even have no discussion about no slavery. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
I'm talking about turn of the century. In the 1920s, where you got that first wave of civil rights.
Those statues represented treason, secession, and slavery. What is wrong with you? Listen, I don't care what you say. Okay, fine. What does that Martin Luther King statue down there in Washington? What that represent?
Unity. That's what you said. You said that's what he represented, bro.
Who was unified with? What white people were unified with Martin Luther King in 1960?
Is them white boys in the picture?
Yeah, you had a very few, bro.
But you see them pictures? Yo, there was a lot of people on like different sides, even with Malcolm X. If you see the picture of Malcolm X when he got shot, there's a Japanese woman holding his head up with Betty Shabazz on the side.
How many Japanese doing that though, bro?
She the only damn one I know, but there was some Japanese people in the Black Panthers. Yo, man, it ain't just as what we think it is. We see that's what them statues represent, a certain perspective of history, just like how we got a certain perspective of history. It's not telling the whole story.
If you want to memorialize your heroes, just like they memorialize their heroes, feel free. Matter of fact, you could build the statue right next to the Robert E. Lee statue. But it ain't right to tear down them people's statue because that's their history.
All right, well, Native Americans, then they built idols, and then people came down, they took it down. And they was in Georgia, they was in Stone Mountain before all y'all.
What them thing called? Them totem poles?
Totem poles
up there.
And they took them down.
Why?
I had no idea, because they probably burned down the village and told them to move west.
Tell the Native Americans to come over here, rebuild their TP right next to the Martin Luther King Center downtown Atlanta.
Hey, I allow it.
Go ahead.
Because that don't represent nothing negative towards us. That statue is though. And plus, here's the thing: Stone Mountain is 79% black.
76.
70 what?
I think 76.
76. All right. So what dumb people in them statues represent don't represent 76 of them people. So I say majority.
It represent them probably the 90-something% of white people that were there before them 76 got there.
And where them totem, then we should just start building them totem poles. Because you had them people that was there before.
Leave Robert E. Lee alone.
Bigger than anything old down there.
Leave Robert E. Lee alone. Buy your own mountain and build whatever you want on that mountain. What your boy Gandhi say? Be the change that you want to see in the world, my brother. Be the change, man. Go.
Oh, you know what? You right. I'm gonna buy a mountain, and I'm gonna have.
Just say,
and I'm gonna have somebody called.
And just say, if you want a nigga mountain, go buy you a mountain. Right? Let me see how many mountains.
I'm gonna go buy me a mountain.
Let me see.
I'm gonna have somebody etch in Nat Turner with a sledgehammer.
There you go. You could get one of them sculptors
beat Robert E. Lee in the head with it.
There you go. Do your thing. There you go. Mountains in Georgia.
And watch they take that thing down so fast. Watch they come and blow that.
Nothing down, bro.
They will blow it up, and you know it.
And you ain't finna come on it.
And they will blow it up, and you know it.
Let me see. We got mountains for sale, man. It's mountains for sale, bro. Buy one of the mountains and make it nigga mount. Put it. Matter of fact, hang up the sign. This nigga mount.
Ain't there already a mountain called Nigga Head?
Whatever you want in it. Leave them folks mountain alone, man. Robert E. Lee ain't bothering you. That man sitting on his horse, riding, minding his business.
That dude is MAGA food. I don't know what you talking about. That dude is MAGA food.
Here go a mountain right here. Here go one. I got a mountain right here for you. Let me see. Share my screen, Garfield. Let me. Oh, he said Ghana was a racist. He might have been. I ain't putting nothing past him. Garfield, you still here? Garfield. They took that land. They took what land, man? Ain't nobody took no land. Garfield. I want him to show this. Let me text him right quick. Hold on. Share screen. Call Brandon. Call that mountain. Go buy you a mountain. I got a mountain right here for y'all right now. Time he shared the screen. I got a mountain for you. Y'all go on down here to Harrison, Georgia. Harrison County. Buy your own mountain.
You know what? I'm gonna name it after you. I'm gonna call it Thunder Mountain. But a roller coaster in there and everything.
This nigga mountain. Put Nat Turner and put all them boys on this mountain, bro. Have fun. Leave Stone Mountain alone. Leave Stone Mountain alone, bro. Stone Mountain ain't bothering you. What is he here yet? He still ain't here.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna take the image from Stone Mountain. All I'm gonna do is just expand the image. I'm just gonna have an army of niggas rounding them up.
Man, leave them people alone, bro. Them folks, they fought and died for what they believed in, man.
What you talk about? Only Stonewall did.
Good or bad.
Only Stonewall did. They died.
Good or bad, they fought and died for what they believed in.
And Stonewall died stupidly. He even had to die the way he died.
They go your mountain right there, right? We finna call it Nigga Mountain. Buy that mountain right there. It's plenty of land. Look at all this land, bro. We got plenty of land. Look at all this land. You can get your land right here and just put all the little monuments right there. You know, and it ain't even expensive, man. It's like $400,000. 120 acres right here in Buchanan, Georgia. That's buy that mountain, carve all you want into it. I guarantee ain't nobody gonna mess with you, bro. Leave Stone Mountain alone.
Depends on what I put on it.
How many lives was killed for Stone Mountain? I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
I doubt if any. I don't think nobody died. Ain't want no war in Stone Mountain, bro. You don't get out of here.
All right, so what if they want to put another image on Stone Mountain? That's what the committee or whoever.
Man, that's a private entity. You
ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. They put Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman on the other side.
They put on there. That's their business. If I got a problem with it, guess what I'm gonna do? Buy my own mountain. And I'm gonna put who I want on my mountain.
What would they use your tax dollars?
That's a private entity, bro. Stone Mountain getting money.
Hey, private entities always get
it's a state park, but guess what? It's privately owned. Well, it's privately operated.
I thought it was also operated by the what do you call it? The parks. And national park. So it obviously get public money.
They get public money, 100%.
So they probably gonna get public money to maintain that.
No, it get private money too. It's also private money. Like
So-
if you want to go into the park, you can't just walk on that park, bro. You gotta pay. You gotta pay $40. You gotta pay like $10, $15 just to go into the park. And get what? Stone Mountain, it got its own police force. And I ain't talking about Stone Mountain, Georgia either. Stone Mountain Park,
are
they
you
own
in the
police
city
force.
of Stone Mountain?
Yeah, not the city of Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain, that
The
park
park.
got its own police force.
Right, but what you was talking about before you was talking about the park, you talk about the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Yeah, decab. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. You right.
There you go. You see it. You see it.
Yep.
Keep on looking, bro. The cab got its own. Stone Mountain, the city got its own police force. Stone Mountain, the park has its own police force. And you got to pay to get on that. It ain't just public like that. I understand what you're saying with the public, but it ain't public.
Oh, wait, 73% of Stone Mountain is black.
What I said, 76?
Yeah, and 22% is white. Yo, man, y'all can change that. What y'all talking about?
You ain't changing nothing, bro. Why you want to change it? Leave them folks stuff alone.
You don't want to see more black people?
Where? No,
Everywhere, man.
Heck no.
But you want a segregationist. You don't want to see nobody but black people. You a segregationist, and you don't want to see black people.
I grew up around black people, bro. I ain't never. You know when I met my first white person, like
college.
No, it was I think junior year in high school. Yeah, man.
You wake up to black people. You created black people.
Love black people, bro.
You all over with black people. You don't want to see black people on the mountain? I want to see black people.
Yeah, I want to see black people on their own mountain, on nigga mountain.
Hey, but that's nigga mountain now.
No, ain't nigga mountain now.
The Stone Mountain, the city, seem to be a nigga town.
It is a nigga town.
And I bet you them 22% of white people got some
that mountain
got babies. I guarantee.
That mountain is Paul. And go over there near that. Number one, you ain't finna climb up there and mess with that thing anyway. But even if you do,
oh no, we do that the legal way.
You don't think them people been talking? All them woke people every 2-3 years will come up here and say something. Man, you need to take that stuff down. Take it down. And guess what they do? Yeah, we'll take it down. Okay, hold up. And 10 years later, still right there. They ain't going nowhere. We don't do all that woke stuff over here, boy.
All right, watch when the Mexicans come, and they put what's his name? They put Salito on that shit. That's what you really need to be worried about.
Nah, we good. It's mountains all over. It's mountains all over, man. Same here. I thought. Same here. I thought that wasn't for real. What you said it? Say it again, grown man. I can't understand what you're saying. I met my first white person. As far as school, like teacher, whatever. Yeah, it was like my junior year. Now, of course, you see white people in the store or something, like a cash register or something. But as far as went to school with them, it wasn't no black. It wasn't no white. Not from kindergarten all the way up to like my junior year, bro. Brandon, all right, let's see. Let me show you this. Let me show my brother. I keep trying to tell people, and they trying to tell me about something that's right down the street. I can see Stone Mountain out my window. You're not just gonna walk on the Stone Mountain. You had to buy a ticket to Stone Mountain. You had to have a pass for Stone Mountain. You got to get parking passes for Stone Mountain. A daily parking pass for Stone Mountain is $20. Let me see here. Let me show and prove. Share my screen, Garfield. What'd I say, Brandon? No, my brother, you're not finna just walk up. That's you're not finna just walk off the street and go to Stone Mountain. No, you're not. You gonna pay to get in Stone Mountain. I don't know what to tell you. Tickets and passes, attraction tickets.
73. Oh, okay, never mind. Wait, I think I see a black person.
34% for those attractions.
That's a lot for a kid. $34?
$34.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
I'm
Yo.
telling you, bro. Look at it. They got platinum packages and everything. No, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It ain't nothing. Look at you. Got to be a member. Look at that. Look. Come on, man. You got to pay. You just can't walk through that thing. They're gonna turn you around. You got to pay to go to Stone Mountain. I ain't lying to y'all. Why y'all think I'm lying? I've been a homeowner here since 2015, bro. I know. No, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Now getting back to this immigrant thing.
Yeah.
On some real stuff, I think immigrants made this country. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't think that there will be no country without immigrants.
Immigrants did make the whole country's immigrants.
But that also include illegal immigrants. I mean, they work. They definitely work. They build stuff. They pick them lettuce and them vegetables.
They played an integral role in the founding of this and the maintainer of this city.
For y'all to get
of this country.
For y'all to get 49 letters at Walmart.
Grown man says 73% black. I'm surprised the city even functional. No, bro. It's
oh damn.
Stone Mountain is unique in that sense. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Brandon. National parks are free, but you're saying the state parks. Yeah, I got. Okay, yeah, it's a state park. Yeah, I got. Maybe I misspoke. No problem.
Yeah, I think I called it a national park, right? National park.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Brandon.
Yeah, man, but immigrants made this stuff. So, like, even if they illegal, they might give birth to somebody over here that cures cancer, you know? So,
bro, the illegal part don't bother me more than it does not being able to be taxed. That's what bothers me.
So it's just a money issue for you.
It's a money issue. For me, it starts with the money issue. Then they get into the competition and all the other stuff later. But it starts with the money. It starts with them utilizing resources that I paid for and they ain't paying for nothing. And also start with, like in New York, you see these boys is giving them $53 million, just giving it away to them people. And what did they do to earn it? Nothing.
But you paying for the same people that's on welfare.
But I guarantee those people on welfare have probably contributed to this country in some kind of way, and they're legal. They probably paid into the system as well.
Yeah, with the
at
sales
some
tax.
point, they were taxed.
But that's the same thing with the illegal, because they out here buying something. They buy like a soda. Something.
They're paying. You're getting that wrong.
It's people on disability that don't got jobs. They get welfare check. They don't work. So
I guarantee at some point they probably did. They're more likely than they did, and they did not.
But even if you're illegal, you ain't just gonna be sitting here collecting like welfare. They gonna find any reason to send you back.
What you think $53 million in Visa cards? You think that welfare, or what do you think it is?
But here's the thing: like, I don't know how you gonna be illegal in this country and just live. Like, I don't even think those people that got sent up to New York were illegal like that. They just didn't want to pay for them to stay. They just paid for them to get on the bus, and they were told that
they were all legal.
New York is going to do something for you, and they got on.
You think they were legal residents of the country?
They're not citizens.
Are they citizens? Are they?
But they're not necessarily illegal. If they were illegal, they can. So can anybody turn you away for any reason at the border? They let them in.
On the Trump, they did. Yes.
So they come on the truck, they can turn you away.
Title 42. I went through this last week.
then how don't people get in the country to get put on a bus to get sent over there to New York, up north, in the Democratic cities?
It's Biden.
Why didn't they put him on the shit? Abbott put him on the bus. What's his name? DeSantis put him on the bus.
They wouldn't have been allowed in the country. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Title 42, what didn't even allow them niggas to even get in the country legally. Not just come to the border and say, hey, I'm seeking asylum, right? Title 42 said, man, I don't care what you're seeking. You ain't coming in here. But the first day of the presidency, that man got rid of, man. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I take that back. It expired in 2023, May of 2023. It expired, and they didn't renew it.
But that was for COVID measures.
Yeah, it's COVID measures. Yeah, right.
But Trump didn't even enact that because COVID didn't start until Trump was already in office. Trump didn't enact that on the first day. He only enacted it when COVID
first day because there wasn't no COVID.
So that was only a COVID measure, but we passed the COVID. So there was no need for it no more. So Trump didn't even really Trump didn't really have a policy, at least on that part of the border. Because he had 4 years to do that.
Bro, Trump built the wall. What are you talking about? He had no policy. Yes, he did.
Well, he
what do you mean?
Well, he probably got the mob to build it or something with some breadsticks or something, but like how they still getting through then? I thought Trump was supposed to fix that.
Bro, you
and the title that you're talking about was only
you don't know that Joe Biden counsel that wall his first day in office. You didn't know that?
I think he put more border agents at the wall. I think that's what I'm saying.
On your Google thing, type in Joe Biden stops wall. His first day, bro. The nigga first day in office. That's what he did, man. You see it or no?
Yeah, I see it. It says Texas.
Yeah, his first day. That was the first thing he did, bro, was stop the wall. His first day. Why you think Eagle Pass is targeted so highly right now? Eagle Pass, Texas. Because that's where the wall ain't built at yet.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
He diverted payment. Yep. Diverted funds. Yep.
First day. And that's the nigga y'all keep voting for.
Hey, look.
Ain't no way, look.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on a second. Let me ask you a question. If you vote for Trump or Biden, how would your life personally change?
My life, our lives personally changed under Trump. Everybody, most black people life personally changed.
How? I'm talking about you personally. What about you personally? Because to me, my life is not going to change that much at all. Whoever is president,
right?
It's not going to change.
Your life changed. Your life changed from 16 to 20, man. I know it. I ain't even gonna ask you how. You know it did. You were enriched. 16 to 20. I'm not even gonna. I don't even need no particulars.
Well, that's gonna happen again though, because that only happened under COVID.
No, bro. I ain't talking about no damn COVID.
But you said enriched.
Enriched.
Well, he got to. If you own a business, I guess I don't own no businesses.
James, come on, man.
So my life is not going to change personally, whether Biden or Trump get in there. Personally. So me, at the end of the day, like I don't live around a lot of Mexicans, like whatever illegal. I live around a lot of immigrants. I don't know if they're illegal or not. I don't ask. Really, I don't even really care because they're not really in competition with me for what I do. So, and I'm really the only one that can do the job that I do. So, it is what it is.
God King L, energy independence is enriching. A lot of people in the chat. Everybody, I mean, a lot of people. I'm not afraid of Donald Trump getting elected on Tuesday, November 5th, 2024. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. Keep voting for your boy, though. I ain't even finna argue with y'all. Y'all don't even have no political debates with y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. But Garfield, to answer your question, you know that your finances were helped out tremendously in them 4 years or 3 years. Building that wall is a net positive for black people. Ain't no downside to it at all.
I don't believe that. Look. Again, it's gonna be the same old stuff. Plus, I don't even think that Trump gonna get much done. It's just gonna be another media circus like it was before.
Did he get anything done the first time?
I don't know what he got done. I know we got some money.
All right,
we got some money though.
That's good. That's good. All right,
that's about it.
This is a good conversation. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you gave this opportunity. So let's look up some of the accomplishments of the Trump administration, shall we? All right. Let me share my screen, Garfield. All right.
What's the source?
The source is the TrumpWhiteHouse.archives.gov.
Okay.
Can't get more. You can't get more. I mean, ain't nothing to talk about on that, y'all. We good?
That's all right. It's .gov. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we good. Before the China virus, America gained 7 million new jobs, more than 3 times government expert projections.
Whoa. The China virus. I don't know. That's hold on.
Middle class. Okay, let's do something else.
Let's because already buzzwords right there.
We ain't gotta even.
They invaded our shores like before COVID epidemic.
If we're gonna do that, then we can just let's pick something else because I don't want no contention. I kind of want to get it. I want to get it in bullet point form, though. I do kind of like that bullet point form that we had up, but I'm not. We don't need to go to that site. That's fine. Okay, so here go the Washington Examiner. Let's do this one. Yeah, the article was suspect. No problem. I ain't tripping. I'm not even finna fight y'all on that.
Yeah, that was weird. That's the only thing. Yeah, but
no problem. We good. We can go to something else. Washington Examiner. How do I blow it up? Is it Command Plus? Okay, I think is that big enough? Yeah, probably so. The list. I think this is early. I'm trying to get. I don't want to get no strikes.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Okay, here we go. This is what year is this from? This can't be from. This 2018. This ain't even his whole thing. Economic growth, 4.2% growth in the second quarter of 2018. For the first time in more than a decade, growth is projected to exceed 3% over the calendar year. Jobs, 4 million new jobs created. More Americans are employed now than ever before in our history. Jobless claims at lowest level in 50 years. The economy achieved the longest positive job growth streak on record. Job openings are at an all-time high and outnumber job seekers for the first time on record. Unemployment claims at 50-year low. African American Hispanic, and Asian American unemployment rates have all recently reached record lows. African unemployment hit a record low of 5.9% in 2018. Hispanic unemployment 4.5%. Asian American 2%. Women's unemployment rate nearly 65-year low. Youth unemployment rate lowest in 50 years. Veterans unemployment hit low in 2 decades. Unemployment rate for Americans without a high school diploma reached a record low rate. This is 2018 now. So he went in office number 2 years when all this happened. Rate for disabled Americans recently hit a record low. Blue collar jobs grew at the fastest rate in more than 3 decades. Poll found that 85% of blue collar workers believe their lives are headed in the right direction. 68% received pay increase in the past year. Last year, job satisfaction among American workers hit its highest level since 2005. He added 400,000 manufacturing jobs in 2 years. Manufacturing unemployment rate is at its fastest pace in more than 2 decades. 100,000 new jobs supporting the production and transport of oil and gas. The American income, since you want to bring up, how did it affect you? The median household income rose to $61,372 in 2017, a post-recession high. Wages up in August by the fastest rate since 2009. Paychecks rose by 3.3% between 2016 and 2017, most of the decade. I mean, do we need to keep... Oh, here go the major one. Matter of fact, throw everything else in the trash. Almost 4 million Americans are off food stamps since this man was elected. 4 million.
And food stamps run by the state?
It's run by the state, yeah.
So what that got to do with the federal government?
My brother, the circumstances for these people being off of food stamps is the point.
Let's see. Well, you know what, you're right. This is before COVID, so I'm looking at his thing. This is 2018. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, poverty rate for African Americans and Hispanic Americans have reached the lowest levels ever recorded.
But here's the thing: what executive order did he write in on his first day that caused these things to happen, or was these just run over stuff that happened during his presidency that was written into law through executive orders during the Obama administration that led to
you're not aware of the policies that he put in place? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, what the policies that put in place that he got nearly 40 million Americans off of food stamps.
All right.
So that the African American in particular unemployment rate went down. A lot of people were saying that like when it comes to the people who are looking at this, they say that this is stuff that Obama wrote in, and the effects of it showed up during Trump's presidency. But Trump is not the one who signed these things. Trump is not the one that made these policies.
How long did this nigga have to do this? He had 8 years to do this, right?
He probably signed it in 2008, and then you don't see the effects of it until 10 years later.
Do you believe that is likely? That you got to wait 10 years to see something happen?
In some cases, yeah, that's how it works. When you get all the data together.
Okay, James. All right, so
2 years is just a very short time period for a lot of this stuff to be happening. Some of this stuff might just be runoff. Yeah.
How long did it take for the stock market to reach an all-time high?
Where did you see that? Where did we read that? That the stock market went all-time high.
See that? Okay, we'll look at that next. You know when it took? You know how long it took? It really happened overnight, bro. It happened when he got elected, not when he was sworn in. It happened election night. You know the main reason why it happened? Because
because all
A
the
bit.
leeway he gives the businesses.
There you go. Good job, my brother. Good job. So when you say,
Or the tax cuts.
there you go, you're smart, man. That's why I was like, why is he asking me this? He should know this. But we was gonna slow it down for you, but I don't need to. All right. Oh, here we go. Speaking of that, small business optimism hits historic highs. Come on, bro. Manufacturers are more confident than ever. 95% of U.S. manufacturers are optimistic about the future, the highest ever. You see what I'm saying? So you had a lot of things he was doing, man. The tax cuts. You had the trade deals. Do you remember those?
Yeah. I remember the embargoes too.
Yeah, the embargoes, all that stuff, man. All that stuff was saying what? America first. That was to make America great again. Here we go. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ all notched record highs. Dow hit record highs 70 times in 2017 alone. 70 times out of 300 days, it hit record high, the most ever recorded in 1 year. This is the main thing that happened, James.
And deregulation.
He said, for every rule that you pass, we're gonna get rid of, I think, 3 rules or some along them lines. Yeah. So that was a whew. Use the Congressional Review Act to repeal regulations more times than in history. There you go to tax cuts. Biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history by signing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act into law. This is the Washington Examiner now. This ain't no Trump thing. Provided more than almost 5.5 trillion in gross tax cuts. Death tax. Death exemption. Exemption for death tax. Y'all were talking about he's a tax for the rich. He cut dozens of special interest tax breaks and closed loopholes for the wealthy. Small businesses can now deduct 20% of their business income. So you own a business, you could deduct off the 20% on your taxes. 9 in 10 American workers are expected to see an increase in their paychecks thanks to the tax cuts. And that's according to the Treasury Department. More than 6 million American workers have received wage increases, bonuses, and increased benefits thanks to what?
Tax cuts.
Ernst & Young found 90% of their companies plan to increase worker compensation. Thanks to what? Come on, man. Bro, this ain't no Obama thing. What y'all, that nigga ain't, he wish he could have did this. That nigga wish he could have did. He ain't.
All right.
On his own. Forgot about that.
But to be fair, like we should see what Biden did. Now I don't like Biden.
You pull him up. I'm not even finna pull it. You seen what? You feel what he's doing. What he doing to you, bro? How he helping you?
Then he gave us extra money during the COVID.
Yeah, we paying for it right now in inflation.
Well, inflation was going to happen.
No, it wasn't.
It was because like the thing is that like when they started price gouging, or when they started doing the inflation, when things got back to normal after COVID, a lot of these grocery chains and stuff like that, they didn't want to bring down their prices because now it was easy to get the stuff that they couldn't get as easily during COVID. So they had to raise prices.
No, they got to get that money back. They're doing right. They're doing the right thing.
Well, yeah, because it looks better at the end of each quarter. So they kept prices high, and that's what really the inflation is really at like, you know, in food. It's in like, you know, things that we use
but
every
it's
day.
because of what though?
It's not because of the Biden stuff, because it's about the what do you call it? It's not about the what do you call it? The what we got for tax. No, it's not what we got as the what's that thing called?
Yes, it is, man. It was from the money he gave away during COVID.
It's not because of the stimulus.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's because these companies didn't want to lower the price of the stuff that they had when it was harder to get during COVID, and then they kept the prices high.
No, man. What you're doing, you're leaving out so many things. You're leaving out the price of gas. You remember when gas went up? That's why
gas is down now. I remember when gas was like damn near $4.
Gas was almost $5.
Maybe when you was that.
That's when the prices started going up because
when I started driving, it was like $2.50.
Under Trump, yeah, it was. You're right.
Damn.
Exactly. But guess what he did his first day out as well, bro?
What?
He halted that pipeline. What that pipeline was?
Well, Obama was going to sign that pipeline anyway.
Well, Obama
wasn't against that pipeline.
Obama had 8 years to do it.
That pipeline, that thing didn't even start until his presidency was already in.
Okay, fine. Still gotta give that to Trump. Trump about to have that thing wide open.
Ain't no president was against that pipeline. Even Biden's not against that pipeline.
Bro, he stopped it. Listen, man. Let's pull that up.
Oh, let me see. Go
ahead, you pull up.
I haven't heard nothing about. Hold on.
I know you haven't because that nigga name is Joe Biden.
But I don't like Biden. Maybe because I don't pay enough attention to Biden. Maybe that's what
look up Joe Biden halts pipeline. That's all you gotta do.
That's it. What's that thing called? A Colombian? No, it's called.
Just put in Joe Biden halts pipeline. You see how I'm doing this stuff off the dome, bro? I'm off the dome with it.
Keystone, that's what it's called.
Go ahead. What'd it say?
Yeah, let's see. The project's corporate backer, the Canadian Energy Infrastructure Company, TC Energy, officially abandoned the project in June 2021, following President Joe Biden's denial of the key permit on his first day of office.
On his first day. You see, well, how can I tell you this stuff off the dome, Jane? And most niggas don't know this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem is ignorance. I ain't saying you know the ignorance. I'm talking about being without that knowledge, bro. People don't even know that this stuff happening. And then when you got inflation out the yang, then when you got gas prices going crazy, then you had the Saudis and all them boys. They weren't even finna help them out. They had, matter of fact, OPEC had cut production. Look that up. OPEC cuts production. That was 2021 or 2. And then he had to get on the plane and fly over there and beg them boys to pick up. Because you know why? He had cut domestic production.
Yeah, I do remember that happening.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Well, I just ain't voting. Let it happen what happens.
Man, what good is not voting gonna do?
Whatever happens, happens. I'm still gonna be here.
See, that's how colors are never in control of their destiny.
I'll be in control of my destiny. I'll make this money. I'll go move to Nigeria or Ghana.
You know what? I had a chick, man, tell me that Cameroon. She said, man, in Cameroon, this was recent. It was like maybe last month. She said, man, she came up for Cameroon. Said, man, they got like, they got rent over there for like $100 or something like that a month.
Yeah, it's crazy the same way.
something crazy. I couldn't believe. I
They
said,
say like what I make, I could easily get like what do you call it? Like one of the McMansions over there in Kenya.
yeah, a big mansion.
Yup.
She was saying, yeah, 200,000. Oh yeah, you living crazy over there.
Ridiculous. And they got nice ass places too. And they got nice places.
No, America. So America right now, Biden is producing the most oil per day that America has ever done. He got that right. That's 100%. The stock market is at record highs right now. But okay, let's look at the stock market, right?
Hey, hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Stock market. Let's just say the last 10 years. Last 20 years. Okay. The stock market is definitely at all-time highs. Of course they are at this point. That's great. That's a good thing. But what did Joe Biden do to get that done, bro? Tell me the policy that he passed. Tell me one. Is this it? Tell me one policy. Tell me one policy. Yeah, it's 15 million new jobs because he's getting the jobs back from COVID, man. What are you doing, Mountain? Mountain, do you understand that it was a pandemic when that man walked in the door? Hey, Mountain, are you serious, man? The CHIPS Act? Okay, what's the CHIPS Act? CHIPS Act. The CHIPS Act is a U.S. federal statute enacted by the Congress and signed a law under Joe Biden in 2022. Okay, you gave like just $280 billion to do some research and manufacture on semiconductors. And you think that did what? You think that's why the stock market is where GA price? You think that's why the stock market is what it is? Come on, man. You think some semiconductors is the reason why the economy is doing what it's doing? GA price? Come on, bro. Mountain. 800,000 manufacturing jobs created under Biden. More than Trump in 4 years. Okay. What was the economy like when Trump came in office, Mountain? He said COVID caused the inflation. 93, what's up? COVID caused inflation. How?
Yeah, I'm back.
What's good, man? Yeah, 2 states would benefit from it, Arizona and Ohio. Who else? Everything is everything. The conversation is over if Thunder cannot show us one policy that Republicans put in that helped blacks. All right, let's do one. Let's do one joint the Republicans signed in the law. You ready, bro? Let's do it. That's retarded. I just told you black unemployment. This boy is ridiculous. You just got here. Everything is everything. Matter of fact, I ain't even got to look this up. I'll tell you what. Everything is everything. Look up. I want you to Google this right here. Opportunity zones. Just do that for me, bro. Google opportunity zones, and then when you finish with that, I want you to Google Trump HBCU funding. Trump had the second worst black unemployment. See, these niggas just don't have either you don't read or you just being ridiculous. What I just read, Garfield. I just told these boys the man had all-time low, man. Unemployment was all-time low for black people. Opportunity Zone was a scam to help rich developers. Stop it, silly. Okay. That's so sad. Come to Atlanta and say that. Come to Atlanta and say that. Come to Atlanta, bro. Oh, let me see. Trump. Oh, hey, everything is everything. I want you to do this. Google First Step Act. Hey, 93.
Yes, sir.
What about that First Step Act, bro?
Look, we smoking Biden. We smoking the Biden pack this November, dog. Period. Y'all want this guy? Listen. As far as politics, we all fighting for crumbs. One bad guy, another bad guy. Pick your bad guy. There's no good guys in this.
No.
So I understand if people feel the way they feel, but man, I didn't, and I know this always been going on, but I was a teenager when Obama got in office, and hella niggas started getting killed. So it wasn't, it's not Democrat or Republican that I'm hugging on to. It's just who gonna give you some of the things you want. So that's how you argue. You're not gonna get everything, and none of them are squeaky clean. They all crooks.
Hey, okay, that boy had 4 years. What about it, Thunder? See, yeah, that's the point. When black people are just the most ignorant people on the planet, bro. And it hurts us. It hurts us the most. It hurts us the most. When you don't know something, man, that's bad, bro. Oh boy. First Step Act. 90% of those who have had their sentence reduced are black Americans. 90% of the people who have had their sentences reduced are black people, nigga. Black people. What is that? Garfield, put everything is everything thing up there. What do you say? First step, my ass. What about it, Thunder? The one right above that. Yeah. This is it's ignorance. The First Step Act shortens mandatory minimum sentence for non-violent drug crimes. Come on, man. Ready to work. I forgot about that. help release prisoners gain meaningful employment. He proposed the Second Step Act. Well, of course, he got voted out of office before we could make that happen. Over 1.4 million more Black Americans found a job between President Trump election and February 2020. Black poverty reached historic low in 2019. President Trump designated 8,760 opportunity zones that are projected to spur $100 billion in private investment in minority communities. Trump administration established a fund to deploy $1 billion in capital funding for minority-owned businesses through the Commerce Department. Come on, man. I don't even want to scroll. I don't even want to keep scrolling down. I scroll down one more time and then that's it. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna do one more thing. School choice. Come on, bro. You want people to still keep going to doggone Joe Clark school, or you want them to have the choice to go somewhere else? Bro. President Trump restored funding and increased investment for HBCUs by 14%. Trump administration provided more than $500 million in loans to HBCU through the Capital Finance Program. Worked with HBCU to protect $80 million in Title III carryover funding. Signed the Future Act into law, which permanently funds HBCUs and simplified the FAFSA application. 2018, President Trump signed a budget deal which forgave more than $300 million in debt owed by 4 HBCUs impacted by natural disasters and provided $10 million in loan payment deferment for schools that face financial debt. That's enough. I ain't finna even do this no more. Now you tell me what you worry about Trump, nigga. Now I just gave you what we done. Now you tell me what did the man you voted for done for Black people? Tell me, bro. That's Black. Everything you saw was Black. That wasn't no American. That was Black. Now you tell me what Joe Biden done for you. Pull up the list. And that was in 3 years. Come on, everything is everything. Come on the panel. See? You see the little silly stuff he put up there? Silly rabbit tricks off of kids, Thunder. You only can convince dummies. Exactly.
Look, I'm not for Trump, and I'm not for Biden either. I didn't vote for Biden, so
you didn't vote for nobody. Who you vote for?
I voted for Joe Stein.
You did what?
I just put up for Black folk.
I voted for Joe Stein, but yeah, I saw all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's Black. We ain't talking about no Americans. We ain't even talking about America first. We talking about Black people, bro.
Yeah, you right, James. They both bad guys.
Yeah, I don't care about. Yeah, I don't care. I ain't
But who?
putting them up
What
like
can
that,
you get?
bro.
What can you get out of the one you support? Because this is a dispassionate thing. It's not about who you like, what you feel.
Yeah,
it's about who goes to eat the crumbs.
So here's the thing.
Give me the results.
I would literally vote for Biden
in office for 4 years. Give me the results for Black people. Go ahead.
For Black people specifically.
For Black people specifically. Listen, bro. I ain't even halfway through what I was reading. I ain't even halfway down the page. And that's Black. Come on, man. Come on. Now you tell me. Okay, that's good. The Biden-Harris administration has secured over $7 billion in new funding for HBCUs, including $1.7 billion in grant funding to expand academic capacity and provide support for low-income students. Good job. Good job. Good job. He got $7 billion more in HBCU funding. What else?
The student loans issue.
You said it's against the law to do anything specifically for blacks.
It is technically.
It is. Break that down, brother.
That what that Indian lady said as the vice president.
You know what?
That's some bullshit.
To be
They got
honest,
set aside for ethnic groups.
how about this? You can't specifically say that it's for black people, but you can do things that mostly affect black people, because even the stuff that he was naming affected white people too, but the majority of the people going through that stuff is black, so it's going to have a bigger effect in the black community. So you could do it that way, but you can't specifically say that. Because
you said like in a broad sense that they say for minorities or underprivileged people,
right? They got to use
under a banner,
dog whistles, right?
Ask that Indian lady about. He's saying the same thing that Indian lady said. That vice president. She's saying the same. He's saying the same thing. Well, we can't do anything for black people. We just can't do it for black people.
Do y'all think that Biden is in a good mental state to be president 4 more years? I want y'all to tell me.
If y'all
be honest, he too damn old.
You get what you asked for, which is more of nothing.
Hey, if he could make an executive order to get rid of my student loans, I vote for him.
Did he do it?
Not mine specifically.
He said he was gonna do it.
He did. He did it for some people.
He ain't did it for nobody.
He didn't do it for me. No, he got rid of. No, he got a loans for a lot of people, just not for me.
He ain't get it for nobody.
How much debt you got? Tens of thousands or just a couple thousand?
I'm 35 in the hole right now. Currently.
Jesus Christ.
35. Goddamn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who you owe to my boss?
Now the U.S. government, they will come get you.
Yeah, I skipped going to a 4-year college. My homeboy, he thought he was the shit. He turned around and said, "Man, I wish I would have." He said that shit is overrated, man.
Yep.
And he still was looking. He was looking for a job for years. I went right into the workforce.
Yeah, college. Yeah, unless you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, college is a scam.
It's a scam. You paying all this stuff for education. It just seems like all of this is a revolving door. You spending these years to wait for whoever gonna retire or these spots to empty out, so you can just take the place of whoever leaves.
You only need college to be an engineer or a technician, or no, well, not necessarily a technician, but to be an engineer or to be like a doctor. That's really what college is for.
They got programs. They still slightly a little costly, but it's less time and it's less money to go get like a trade out here,
right?
Or
that's
a skill
what
or something.
we need.
I've always went after that.
You need trade schools to be electrician or something like that, because they always building houses. There's always real estate. There's always home remodeling. Need that more than anything. That's the industry right there. And you could build your own business off of that. Yeah. College is a scam for anything else outside of engineering and what do you call it? Medical stuff. Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, and they give you all these bullshit electives and shit to pad up the time. I don't like all that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Putting stuff that you already did. Stuff that you already did in from K to 12 and make you do again.
Yeah, I had to do a damn theater class and shit. I'm like, what the hell has that to do with anything?
Yeah, that's a straight scam. Yeah, Thunder, that's a good point. What about that trickle down economics?
Hey man, it works. That's the thing, man.
What you mean that works?
What you mean? What I mean? What you mean? What you understand?
How does it trickle down?
How does it?
Yeah, cause they do everything not to pay no taxes. Because it's going to trickle down to the taxes that they pay. They don't pay no taxes.
Man, have you did any research on Reagan?
Bro, the whole point of trickle down economics is that you got this business, right? That's not heavily taxed. but the benefits of that business in the community is going to trickle down into every other aspect of the community that business is in. But that doesn't happen.
That's not trickle down economics, man.
No, it's trickle down economics.
All right, let's do it. You were saying that those things trickle down to the community. No, they trickle down via tax breaks and stuff like that. That's trickle down economics. And you saw that under. I just showed you 5 or 6 examples of how Trump did it. Trickle down economics. You saw with the employment numbers. Let me look at Reagan. How many Reagan unemployment. Not unemployment. How many jobs? What I want? Jobs created? Jobs created. That's what I want. Ronald Reagan created 16.5. All right. Bill Clinton, he created the most ever, 18.6 million in 8 terms. I mean, in 8 years. Ronald Reagan was number 2. The second most.
What is Bush rank?
16.5. Bush, probably 0. Bush not up there. But
Man.
yeah, Ronald Reagan created 16.5 million jobs, bro. And guess what? He ain't had no .com bubble. That was all manufacturing. That was all putting in that work. Bill Clinton had the .com bubble.
He put in jobs with shit. A lot of stuff was leaving America around that time in the 80s. Factory jobs in the Midwest.
And to me that makes it more impressive. That's what they signed that NAFTA in the law. In the law. The NAFTA bill. So he signed NAFTA in the law, bro, and he still gave you 16.5 million.
And you know what? They employed a lot of niggas back in the crack era during that time too. Yeah. I'm joking.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Trickle down is where it's at, boy. Where you been at, Jane?
I'm looking at trickle down economics right now, and everything that is saying is like this stuff. There's no proof that this works.
Except when you look at 16.5 million jobs created, and then you look at Trump, who created 7 or 8 million jobs in pretty much 3 years.
What counts as making of creating jobs? What counts?
See what Joe Biden is getting credit for jobs coming back after the pandemic. Nobody's giving.
But let me ask you this. Hold on. Time out. How many jobs did Obama create?
Hold on.
And remember, Obama came in after the stock market, Wall Street crashed.
That's a
2008 recession.
He actually saved the entire economy.
No, he ain't
all the bailout. With the bailout.
He ain't saved.
Yeah, he did.
He did, yeah.
He did good though.
Let's give the president credit.
No, I'm saying, I just say he did good. He did a great job. I ain't tripping. He did a great job, bro.
They got your ass into stocks. So I mean, come on.
No, I was in 2003, but yeah, I agree with you. Let's see.
Trickle down economics is overrated.
You crazy. The numbers don't lie, man.
So you're saying Trump created 7 million jobs?
Obama did 11, bro.
He did 11 in 8 years, though, bro. Not in 3.
Yeah, but hold on. How much did Trump? Oh, hold on. Let me Google this.
You Google it. Go ahead.
Hey, anybody beat Clinton, bro.
I just talked. Clinton was 18. Clinton had a .com.
He had a lot. Yeah, he had a lot because
he had a .com. He ain't do nothing. Clinton. Newt Gingrich was the one who really did that. But You got to give him credit. No problem. Give it to Clinton. But yeah, that's when the internet was invented. Amazon and eBay and all the other things. They were creating jobs everywhere. But no problem. Give it to him. I'm saying Reagan didn't have that. Reagan had nothing but manufacturing. Cars, trucks.
No, he had like, what do you call it? The early tech. He had the Silicon Valley startups.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Apple, you had HP.
Yeah. Those,
yeah, but
they
weren't. Well, you may be right. I doubt it though. Not 18 million worth. I understand what you say.
But you'll really see the benefits of that in the 90s though, when Clinton.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
But they did technically start in the 80s.
They may have broke ground on it, but I don't think they would. Nah.
Hey, Trump had a net rating of 2.8 million jobs.
Yeah.
No, negative.
That makes sense.
So he lost more jobs than how much he created.
That's a fact.
All
you
right.
saw what happened. You saw what had to happen for that to happen, right?
Let's go through this fact checking with
we had to have 2-3 million people die for that to happen.
That's crazy.
It was 7-8 million. He was 7-8 million on the plus, bro.
No, he wasn't. It's right here, the final report, right here.
I'm not talking about the final report. Look at 2011.
Negative 2,776,000.
That's because of the pandemic.
You just said he created 7-8 million jobs.
He did before the pandemic.
Unemployment rate rose 6.3%.
Yeah.
Economic growth rate went down 3.4%.
100%. What
Let's
you
take
expect?
The murder rate went up.
Illegal immigrants went up 14.7%.
What you expect?
No, I'm just saying though, where's all this shit he was talking about? Manufacturing jobs minus 154,000.
What do you expect?
Expect what? Let's do some fact checking, man. You say you want fact checking.
This is how history works. When you don't understand, when you forget history, that's when stuff like this happens. This when the stuff when you hear Garfield saying, "Oh man, Trump ain't do nothing." Yeah, because you just forgot about the whole pandemic that shut the whole world down. You forgot. People forget because.
So what about? So you're saying so what are you saying then? I don't get what you're saying.
I'm saying that a virus that originated from China was the reason why this man lost all those games.
Hold on. When was the virus? What year?
2020.
No, it wasn't.
Or 2019.
COVID was 2021. It wasn't under Trump.
Yeah, see, I keep saying that. So
It's
when
not
people don't
under
understand,
Trump. It
when
was
people
under
don't
Biden.
know, when
under
people
Biden.
don't know history, that's when it happens, man. That's when it happens. When he's saying that the virus hit in 2021, that means he ain't been paying attention at all. And that's what happens when you don't keep it. It's called COVID-19 for a reason, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It
ain't hit America until 2020 though.
When people lose that stuff, man.
Look. It entered
Americans,
the US.
we forget stuff that happened yesterday. That's
hold
just
on,
how
hold
we
on,
work.
hold on. The pandemic didn't hit America until 2020 late. That's when the election happened. But that didn't affect it. He was a president for 4 full years. What are you talking about? He was a president for 4.
Okay, how many jobs were lost in 2020?
I don't know. We'd have to check.
Okay, go ahead.
We would have to check that. But if you look at it, it never really affected America until 2021 when Biden was involved.
Wow.
You can't use COVID as an argument.
Wow.
We killing it today, guys. We killing this Trump lover
I
today.
can't believe you just doing this. That's fine. Let's do it. The government employment declined by 1.3 million in 2020. Let me see.
Biden
how many people lost? Here we go. How many people lost their jobs in 2020. The greatest job. Although 2020 can certainly be characterized as a year of extreme job loss. Okay.
So you on the Biden.
Here we go. They lost.
Fact checking Biden numbers. Let's look at Biden.
No, don't look at Biden yet. Let's get
added 10.7 million jobs under Biden. Let's do the fact checking, man. I ain't got time for this.
Go ahead.
How many teenagers' hair did he sniff?
Come on, man. Come on.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Look at this. Look at this fact checking. Let's deal with the fact checking.
Go ahead.
Let's do it now. The economy added 10.7 million jobs under Biden. How much did Trump create? He had a negative rating of 3.8 million.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Get out of here with that, man. Get out. Y'all lying for Trump, man. You stop lying for Trump, bro. Stop lying for Trump. Trump is the guy that did all the craziness. See the numbers here? The jobs, 10.7 million jobs. Unemployment rate went down 3.5%. Job opens plus 44.6%. Come on, man. The guy is doing. I mean, his team is putting this together. I don't know about Biden. I don't know about that dude.
Oh,
see, plus 750,000 manufacturing jobs. Trade deficit. Well, that's nothing to jump about. The federal debt. Look at that. That's crazy. The federal debt and the trade deficit is the most two important things. I don't think it matters in America because America print their own money.
Doctor, you are making yourself look bad, man. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, man. This is post-pandemic.
So hold on, that doesn't matter. I'm just talking about what he has done since he's been president.
Do you understand that
the pandemic didn't kick in until when? Hold on. When did the pandemic really hit America?
I just told you 2020.
March 2020.
March 2020, right?
Yes. You don't remember you and that boy finna have a debate?
But hold on a second. But remember, right? March 2020.
Yeah.
The issue is now.
He said
when it's 2021 is when it started. People started losing a lot of jobs. Am I lying?
Oh, man.
Okay, Biden was the president back then.
Biden was president then. That's my point. Mm-hmm. You can't use that argument.
Share the screen,
man. And don't use the same argument.
The
guy created 10.7.
He ain't created nothing. He just got back what was already there.
All right,
he created nothing.
All right, hold on a second.
Put them both up so we can see.
I'm asking right now. Did when Trump what's his name? Hold on, let me go to Trump. Let's go to fact checking the final numbers. All right, let's look at Trump.
Final numbers.
Donald Trump, not Tiana Trump.
All right, now let me get off of this. Let me go to Trump.
Screen, Garfield, whenever you.
Hold on. Now, you trying to give us Fox 5 report. We don't want that.
That was none Fox. That was a
look at this. This says it had a net rating of almost 3 million jobs lost. How many jobs were lost because of the pandemic with Trump? That's what I want to ask you.
Are you going to share the screen or are you going to keep doing this?
Y'all have to show. That's interesting.
I don't trust your sources. I think
filibuster, man.
Sorry, more your source, man.
This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics.gov. All
right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Here you go.
In March of 2020, state and local governments began. Okay, let's go back. By the end of 2019, payroll employment in the U.S. had been steadily growing for over 9 years, marking the longest recovery and expansion in CES history. This growth continued until the start of 2020, with January and February adding about 604,000 jobs in January and February. All right. At about the same time, however, news of a rapidly spreading disease was growing dire. After the first disease case in January, the number grew rapidly.
Scroll down. We get it. Scroll down. Scroll down. Let's see the unemployment.
Now, in March of 2020, this is how history works. People forget. So let's go back. In March of 2020, state and local governments began imposing restrictions in response to the pandemic, including stay-at-home orders, social distancing requirements, travel restrictions, school closures, capacity limitations on
Or you kill yourself with your own sources. You see,
Cool.
a pseudo dies at their source. Keep reading. I'm laughing right now.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, keep reading.
Okay, good. Complete closures of some businesses. These restrictions vary from state to state and from industry to industry, as did rigorous of their enforcement. However, combined with public reluctance to engage in activities requiring close human contact, the restrictions led to immediate job losses. In March, non-farm employment fell by 1.7 million, a loss only surpassed by 1945 employment decline that came as the country demobilized after World War II. Unsurprisingly, February was designated as the month in which overall economic activity peaked. That was the last month. That's when you had the 600,000 jobs. February. All right. Marking the beginning of an economic recession. In April, this is a year after March, a month after March, unemployment plummeted, dropping by 20.7 million people. The largest decline in the history of the CES employment series, which originated in 1939. Then, however, a job recovery began, with non-farm employment growing by 2.8 million in May and 4.8 million in June. In fact, May, June, July, August brought the fourth largest monthly gains in CES history. Why is that?
Stop right there. So we have 2.8 million, let's say 3 million, and let's say 5 million. So that's 8 million jobs came back, right? Then you had the four largest monthly job gains in CES history. Okay? So this is while COVID was at its, well, not at its highest, but this is when COVID hit. All right? So that 20.7 million, those jobs, I want to know which jobs they were. This can't give you the specifics. You can find it on that website, though. But let's just look at this, though. So I don't know if it's the same jobs coming back. We don't know. I don't know.
Please don't make a worse argument, y'all. Let's do it. Let's go
All right,
slow.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Don't make it worse now, because this is getting already worse for you already. In April, 21 million people lost their job in 1 month.
Hey, I'm not.
And we came back with 3 and 7. So what? 3 and 5. That's 8. So you're down 12 million.
Okay.
We still down 12.
And what happened in June? What happened to July and
May, June, July, August? We don't
know.
So you had 20 million we lost, and then those people start coming back to work between May and August, right? They ain't stopped working them but a month or two. Then they start coming back slowly but surely as COVID-19 cases surged back later in 2020, and as most state and local governments tightened restrictions in response, unemployment gains grew progressively smaller, and the year ended with December unemployment loss. So it started coming back, and then COVID started ramping back up, and then niggas put the restrictions back in. Everybody should know this. This just happened.
Hold on. Scroll down a little bit, please.
No, the job loss of the 2020 recession is particularly stark when compared with losses in 4 previous recessions.
Scroll up, Pops. So scroll down.
I got you. After reaching a peak,
I want to see what's further down.
After reaching a peak in February 2020, employment fell by a combined 22.4 million in March and in April, a decline of 15%. All right. Now let's scroll down.
Stop right there. Okay, all right, continue. Keep scrolling.
Okay. Well, this Well, you want some particulars in 2020, 5 million, 5 of them 22 million, 20.21 million were women. March and April, women non-farm declined 12.2%, accounting for 55% of the total employment decline over this time. Women were getting hammered. Yeah, bro. So one now, if we look at from 16 to 20, or from 16 to 19, then
So you're saying that the
how
10
many
million
was gained
is from that. What I used to hear that. So you're saying that I want to know how many people got hired back between March and December. That's what I want to see. But it's not giving us that. It's giving us for March and April.
It gave you a loss.
No, it gave you no. But I'm just saying the net there is a net loss.
Yeah,
But
it gave you a net loss. Either way,
net
it don't matter what it
I
was.
have those numbers. Hold on. The net loss is 2.8 million. So that means they did get back all the jobs. I have it right here. Trump's final numbers. So all them jobs came back.
My net, no, that's net of his
net loss of almost 3 million.
That ain't net for 1 year. That's net probably for his presidency.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so all right.
For all them jobs you're talking about lost. What about hold on a second.
Let's do this.
Hold on.
Trump jobs.
For April and May, we have 8 million jobs came back. Right?
2016.
For June and July, for May and June, you had 8 million. July and August, how much? We don't have the numbers. We need the numbers.
That's how we're gonna do it. We could do that. How Trump? This is CNN.
They don't like Biden.
No, they don't like. Here we go. Let me share this. This is CNN.com. Everybody knows they hate them niggas. Everybody knows they hate him.
They hate both of them.
During Trump's first 36 months in office, the U.S. economy has gained 6.6 million jobs. Like I said 7 million. That's what he got during the first year.
Compared to Obama in the first 3 years, Obama added
and then here come COVID. So
22% more than what had been added since Trump took office. This is before COVID. This is before COVID.
Yes, before
COVID.
6.6 before COVID.
Yep.
So that's what you expect.
No. But if you compare him to Obama, in the first 36 months, Obama added 8.1 million.
Yeah, Obama added 8.1 million, but it was the same thing as what happened with Trump. It was the same thing. He was coming back off the 2000 recession. He's not gaining jobs.
Why he's
not adding to what was already there. He's just coming from zero. He's coming from negative to zero.
So he act like Trump did all this stuff.
Listen.
What did he do, bro? What did
Obama's coming from negative 1,000 to zero.
All
and
right,
then he's going from 0 to 5.
Let me ask you this. So who was a better president, Trump or Obama?
Who you think?
Who deported more immigrants, illegal immigrants?
Obama?
Yep. No president deported more immigrants than him, illegal immigrants than him.
That's a fact.
Over 3 million.
Yep.
But anyway, it's 9:00. Listen, man, I don't even want to show the end. Y'all could go, man, because I'm mad because my Knicks Anunoby or whatever his name is, he's out. So they ain't gonna win tonight.
Hey, Mountain, that nigga said American COVID deaths were some of the worst in the world because of Trump. No, nigga, it's because we ain't have a vaccine.
You tell people to drink bleach.
We did not have a vaccine, and we did not have.
Because of this. Come on, man. Did you inject yourself with bleach, bro? Come on.
We did not have.
Y'all took that serious. Come on, man.
We did not have a vaccine, number one, and we did not know how to treat it. Most of us were killing each other.
Fastest rate of a vaccine created during the presidency.
The fastest ever. It was like 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Are
it's
you
like
retarded?
They had this shit halfway ready already.
Are you retarded? The reason we was killing, they didn't know how to do the what's those things called? The machines.
I haven't been the same since I got my vaccine.
What those machines?
Does the vaccine make you sympathetic to Jesus and all that stuff?
What's the breathing machine, man? The breathing, the ventilator. They didn't know how to use the ventilator. The ventilators was killing just as many people as anybody, bro.
Oh, you talking about that? Yeah.
I
gotta fact check that. I don't know. I don't
look it up. How many people died on a ventilator during COVID?
It was more people that died with the ivermectin.
I don't know.
They was taking bleach. What about the people that died because of Trump?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, nobody died from drinking. No, you died from drinking bleach. That's Darwinism right there.
Darwinism.
That's a Darwin Award. Yep.
The economy does better under Democrats. How the economy doing right now, Mountain? You think it's a good economy?
Oh no, like historically, yeah, it does better under Democrats.
No, it doesn't.
You retarded?
Well, for real?
You think there's a better
Clinton and Obama?
Do you think there's a better economy than Trump?
Bro, the Republicans always have better.
Are you retarded?
Really?
That's how it is, man.
Oh, all right. I gotta look at the numbers on that. I'm looking at Clinton and I'm looking at
record low, record high. How many times y'all want me to read it, man?
So is Clinton an anomaly?
No, Clinton.
What happened is this, right?
Newt Gingrich had a lot to do. Look up Newt Gingrich, bro.
Popping up at that time. That's why produce so much jobs. But listen to this though. If you look at the Democrats and the Republicans, it's a cycle of mindset and who the lobbyists are promoting the most. So what happened is the people when the Democrats take over, they increase the corporate tax rate for businesses. So that means less jobs are created. And what happened is when the Republicans come in, they roll back the tax and give the big cats tax breaks because most of these companies hire most Americans. So you want to make the people who hire Americans, you want to give them all the tax breaks so that way they will continue to manufacture and create jobs in America. The Democrats believe that the richest people in the economy, the 0.01%, should pay the most of the taxes. So that's why you always have the economy booming under the Republicans because they roll back the taxes and the Democrats increase the taxes. All right, so that's why.
That's fact. How many record lows y'all want to see, man? Unemployment record low. Job claim record low. But guess what? The economy better on the how? Only thing he's doing is getting back to where we were before the pandemic, man. That's it. The best way to look at it is look at unemployment, look at the amount of Americans that were employed previous to COVID, and then you add whatever number he got now. He'd probably be up maybe 1 or 2 million people at the most. But since it dropped down 15 million people, then when they opened the economy back up, all the jobs came back, man. He didn't make anything. Well, he did make, I guess, some, but not a lot, man. If you could tell me what policy did he pass? What policy did Joe Biden put in place to create what he's created?
I'm not even arguing Biden or Trump. It don't matter to me personally. I think politics is politics, man. I'm just worried about America, the bubble bursting because they print money. They have so much of a debt, over 20 trillion. I'm trying to figure out how they even met. I can't figure out this economy because there's no way you can have over 20 trillion in debt and run a sane economy. It don't make no sense. That's debt. The deficit is horrible. And they've been saying this from the 90s, 92. I've been listening to this politics stuff. Oh, you can't let the debt go over 10 trillion. Then they go over 10 trillion. Then they raise the debt ceiling. Then they do this. I'm like, America is making every country out there rich. They're trading with Jamaica right now, right? So like they're trading $2 trillion worth of stuff. America will pay the $2 trillion and take in back 100,000 worth of stuff. It doesn't. It's not profitable. They wrote. I don't know what type of exactly, Mr. 707 voodoo economics. I don't know what they're doing in this country. I don't know what they're doing. How is it that you're trading with all these countries? If you look at government contracts, right, that we used to talk about on Wednesdays, the government is paying you to make T-shirts for them. How is it beneficial? Why they can't manufacture their own T-shirts and save money? So you're making boots for the government, for the army. You're growing weed. They have government contracts for weed. All this money is going out. What is coming back in? How do you balance your budget? You can't balance it because there's no way you can balance it. America don't produce nothing that they have government contracts for. It's crazy. So all I'm saying is it's just I don't know. This system, I don't know what they're doing. But my fear is that when the bubble bursts, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? You know, so I hope it never happens in my lifetime. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? Everybody done? Y'all can keep going. I don't care.
Done, man. I'm done. Yes.
All right.
9 o'clock.
93.
Oh no, I don't want to drag your show. I was gonna ask about the whole Mormon thing. I don't know if any of y'all familiar with the Latter-day Saint Church. James, are you?
I heard about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Well, I ain't gonna burden y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all sad pieces, man.
Well, what about the Latter-day Saints? I know a little. I don't know a lot. I know a little.
White folks coming in the neighborhood with their backpack on and invited to church.
Only question I had regarding that real quick was, the whole Aboriginal thing, because it just popped in my head. Now, have any of y'all heard of them calling the Aboriginal people, the Indians, Israelites or something like that? The Latter-day Saint Church?
Yeah, the Nephites and the Lamanites. Yeah, it's stupid.
And did the Latter-day Saint Church, did they ever distinguish the Native Americans from Black Americans, African Americans? Did they ever separate us? Because remember, they had they said that we were not fit because of the curse of Ham and the curse of Cain. But if they're giving Native Americans any kind of separate kind of thing, that's one of the clear proofs that we weren't looked at as the same as the Native Americans here in America in the 1800s. That was just something I was just thinking about that came to mind. Y'all just so happened to bring up the Latter-day Saints.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I guess that would just be their worldview. I don't know.
All right. We out of here, man. Peace and love. Rashid, peace and love to you. I hope y'all subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow. I'm doing a show on I think Master Farad, from Suleiman to Noble Drew Ali to Master Farad Muhammad. We're gonna talk a good history from Garvey to Solomon to Noble Drew Ali to Master Farad Muhammad.
About Black Muslims?
Yeah, history of Islam in America. All right, so check it out with Dr. Patrick D. Bowen. All right, that should be.
What we talk about that Japanese dude? There's a Japanese dude in there.
I know with what you call it, independent of our own or whatever it's called. But anyway, we out here, family. Peace and love to y'all. One love.